Hello and welcome in. I'm back again with some more Final Fantasy 16. First of all, hi. I'm here. Second of all, so is Belle. Your girl Belle's here, the queen of the channel. Hey! Sean Schenk. Thank you very much for that raid, man. How you doing tonight? What timing? How was your stream? Let me do a shout out for you. Oh, Michael's here and is on top of it. How rare. She must have known Belle was here. Thanks for doing that shout out, Michael. Welcome. It was good. I got attacked by a killer wasp. Oh no. Temtem. Oh yeah. That's that Pokemon-like game. Look at me go. Nice, nice. This is first time YouTube restream too. Because I went to do it last time. And you gotta have your YouTube activated for 24 hours before you can actually live stream it. So didn't happen on Saturday with Tears of the Kingdom, but here we are. First stream on 2 platforms at one time. Hey, Belle? Belle's excited too, clearly. She's here and she's ready to go. We on YouTube, boys? We're on YouTube, boys. Yeah, boys. Yeah, buddy. A spoiled cat. What a spoiled cat, huh? Huh? Yeah. My poor YouTube has been very much neglected over the years, but I figure, you know what? If we can restream to it now and Twitch doesn't have a fit about it, why not? Right? Why not? More places to find Belle. That can't be bad, can it? Oh, she wants the belly rubs. She's got a warm tummy, too. Warm little tummy. Hey, October. Welcome in. Have you gotten back to Final Fantasy 16 at all yet? You mostly just watch retro gamers on YouTube? Fair enough. There's been a few good channels I've found on YouTube where, you know, I never would catch them live, probably because of their hours or whatever, but you can always find them on YouTube later, right? Spoiled kitty. Spoiled kitty. All right. So last time on Final Fantasy 16, we fought with Titan. You missed the old AVGN? The old one. Back when it was different. I haven't been stuck on COD, linking up with my little bro, so it's fun laning with him. Have you played the zombies mode? Michael was telling me about the zombies mode. I haven't touched any of the Modern Warfare 3 yet. You do plan on 16? You made it interesting? Well, thanks. I'm a real influencer, Dad.
We're seeing troops amassing.
Mom? Whoever's listening? Oh, do we have something new at the Moogle board? I've been addicted to zombies mode, actually. Nice. Back in my day, he just screamed at the void. Look, they dropped us back down. We did A and B rank stuff, and now they're showing us some C rank stuff. Go hunt some soul stingers. Empty Hovel Dalmekia and the Cattery Dalmekia. The Jaw Dalmekia. And nobody knows. The Breaker of Worlds S-Class. I like the name of it. So good, just don't have anybody to play with. Get on it's all. I need friends. As long as it's I can do the free mode. How about that? Is zombies in the free mode? My thing right now is to play as many Pokemon rip-offs as I can find. What draws you to the Pokemon ripoffs? Wasn't there supposed to be like a Pokemon game with like guns or something I heard about? Something crazy like that. You got better playing solo than dragged your little brother to play with you? So much easier with someone else? Ah, I gotcha. Yeah, I heard that the zombies mode changed. I never really was into it when you just had to like rebuild the walls, shoot them off wave after wave, keep rebuilding the walls. I just got kind of sick of that really quickly. You like monster taming games? Fair enough. Can you even play solo? I thought you couldn't. Okay. Well, most of these are in Dalmechia. We know that. I gotta speak to Otto. Not Otto Octavius, just Otto.
Clive, you're back.
I'm back, baby!
I am. And with glad tidings for once. Hugo Kupka is no more.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'll be.
Kupka's dead.
All of our comrades who lost their lives back at Sid's place be smiling down at you right now.
We had a stolus from Lubor saying Drake's fang had fallen. I expect that was your doing as well, was it?
It's a long story.
Michael will figure it out. Don't worry
For
about
the
it.
history books, I'll bet.
You can always party up with randoms in game if you want. Yeah, you could always
It's
see
good
that,
to be
right?
back. You look better.
I feel it. Which means I'm coming on your next little adventure. You're not leaving me behind again.
Wouldn't dream of it.
Strangers scare me. They yell obscenities and strange things.
Any word on the royalist movements since I've been away? Shouldn't you be putting your feet up?
I've literally played thousands of hours of Counter-Strike,
If you really want to
and there's people on there that still
Go
try to
and have a
troll me
word
on the
with Vivian.
regular, and I'm just like,
Thank you. I will.
I see it. Like, I know what's going on, right? The first thing you said, I knew how this was going to go down. Like, so I'm just going to ignore you.
Ah, the conquering
They move on
hero
pretty quick.
returns. And with hardly
They're
a
like, oh,
scratch
you're no
on
fun.
him.
You're not responding. You're not
I
getting into
May have picked up one or
arguments
two.
with me. It's like, well,
Well, the fact that you came
what
straight
would be
to
the
me
point?
instead of visiting our resident physiker suggests that you picked up something more important. A scent. The scent of Waludas.
The very same.
damn
But whatever
looters.
plans Kupka was hatching with the royalists, he took them to his grave.
Bella's
As did
staring a
his
hole
men.
in me right now.
Slaughtered by the orcs who'd taken over the Fang. Orcs, Vivian. I've never seen such creatures in Storm before. The Waludas must have ferried them over from Ash, but why? Why work to rescue Kupka only to invade his home, the mother crystal of an allied nation, and let both fall? It makes no
Right.
sense.
What is going on with that?
Do you know the tale of the blind men and the adamantus? One can often be led astray by focusing too closely on individual details. One must instead see the bigger picture. And what bigger picture is there?
She's
than
just
my
obsessed
map?
with her map. She's like, hold on, hold on. Have you seen my map? Look at this shit.
The kingdom of Waloed
Specifically the
claims dominion
details.
over all of Ash.
But don't pay
It is a
attention to the
nation
details.
forged by
Look at the
bloody
bigger
conquest
picture.
of Barnabas Tharm, the dominant of Odin. The Canvarian War of Independence in 849. The Battle of the Twin Realms in 865. The Battle of Belinus Tor in 873. Wheresoever his armies fought, Odin was found where the fighting was fiercest. But of late, the warrior king appears to have laid his sword to rest. Battle rages for control of the crystalline dominion. Yet Tharm sends not a single ship in support of his Dalmechian allies. Meanwhile, the Blight ravages great swathes of Ash. Yet warlike Waloed shows not the faintest interest in laying claim to untouched lands. So why go to the trouble of sending an army of orcs into the heart of Drake's Fang, only to make no attempt to claim the Mother Crystal for Waloed? It can hardly be for lack of men. Tharm's armies rival any in the Twins. No. we have not seen the last of the Waluda standard. Odin will ride again. It is but a question of when.
It's serious business
And
right
on
now.
that day,
Focusing up.
who will be trampled underfoot?
I didn't want to miss any of the lore. You know how it is. You partied with a random 9-year-old and actually showed you the
In
ropes.
summary,
Best
I know
game
not
you
to
played
attend
so
the
far.
royalist betrayed Kupka.
You just thought
I know
you
only
just
that
know
it is
yourself.
part
You have
of
very
some
low
broader
bar for
scheme.
handling that crap.
A scheme
Yeah, you just
tied
gotta
to
get.
the ambitions of one man.
King Barnabas.
You just gotta get the
But there
mute
is
button
no need
going.
to wallow in
I'm
confusion.
tired. You get the point
If one
for
is
sure.
to cure a sickness,
It's a lot easier
one
if you
must
do play
first
with friends. So.
identify the symptoms. And your Lord Uncle has volunteered to do just that by keeping an eye on the royalists' movements.
He's really throwing himself into this.
Indeed he is. Which means all that remains for us to do is await
Is the
his
audio
reports.
good, guys?
Well,
Good levels?
not quite all in your case. The people of the Hideaway must hear the news. Justice has been done. Hugo Kupka is dead. The wounds he left that night are still raw. Especially for those who
Everything's
lived
fine?
with Sid the
Perfect. Thanks,
longest.
guys.
Tell them that those wounds might finally begin to heal. Consider it the price of today's instruction.
I've never known you to be sentimental.
What can I say? I am only human. And we are, all of us, sentimental animals at heart.
Oh, are you guys sentimental
suppose we are.
animals? I'm probably a sentimental animal.
Very well.
She's probably not
I'll
wrong.
go and spread the word.
Belle, are you a sentimental animal? Can I hold your paw? No, not for long. How about this one? He's like, Dad, you make me uncomfortable. Stop it. Stop being weird, human. Speak with Sharon, Blackthorn, and Harpocrates. My TV is fairly far away, so some of the words are a little small. And if the background is not dark enough, I'm like, what does that say? Right, Belle? You're the opposite of sentimental. You don't care about nothing. Get it out of here. Doesn't matter. Be free, my webcam. From your twisted way. Do you need glasses? Hold on. Let's hold up the little bell cam and you can see what I'm talking about. See? It's way up there. I got these lights shining right in my face, so... I'm gonna be real. I really didn't give a fuck about this game, even after beating it. I'm only here because I'm subbed. Yeah, I mean, it's very much a movie on the rails, and there's little, like, things that you do along the way. But I'm enjoying it for what it is.
Well, someone looks pleased with himself.
You here for Soul 2, mostly Belle? Okay,
It's true
okay.
what I'm hearing then.
Nothing escapes you, Lady Karen. It's true.
You're only
Cougar
here
is
because
dead.
you subbed. Well, thank you for coming by, and thank you for the sub.
I'm all looking over our shoulders.
Pays me
then.
to say that.
Good.
Yeah, I'll pay you any
Start to
day
get a
now.
crick in my neck.
It's coming. I
Don't let
swear.
it go to your head, though.
Just gotta wait for that wire transfer. Belle set it up, so if there's any issues, you gotta bring it up with her. But also, if I'm not here, who else is gonna bully him? Like, Final Fantasy X 2001 was more engaging than this game, and that, at the time, was the most linear. Oh yeah, it was definitely linear. I mean, comparing this to 13, I would still take this over 13, though. I'm not a huge fan of 13. But they're both like very on the rails games. Sometimes Adri shows up, and that's a real treat to bully him. 13 was garbage, so that's not high praise. Some people really like 13. It's like their favorite one. Enhancer I could get. I want to say one of my biggest critiques so far of this game is it's like there's zero real variation in like what you're going to be doing with your weapons and armor and stuff. It's like you get one piece of equipment that's better than the rest, and you just use that. I mean, you do get the choices with this stuff. Like, sure, I could be automatically charging, you know, blah, 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 or getting 2.7 seconds cooldown reduction. But so what? Just give me all the experience, money, and ability points, and we're just going to leave it that way. Sorry, I'm just ranting, but Spira in Final Fantasy X was more beautiful than this, and 13. Only critique, no card game. Where's the Gamba? Price of being a 31-year-old Final Fantasy fan who's played them all.
Come again. Oh, don't.
You still holding on to a little bit of that, the 20s opinionations? I'm just kidding.
Blackthorn.
Everybody can have their opinions on
Do you
stuff.
have a moment?
What is it? I'm busy.
This guy's like, piss
I
off.
wanted to tell you that Hugo Kupka is dead.
This guy is permanently
I
scowled.
can't tell you
He's like,
how long I've been waiting to hear those words.
always. And I talk like this too.
A new beginning under a new Sid.
I'll try to live up to the name.
The only thing that's bothered me so far is for this later part of the game, whenever they do a cutscene where you're looking into Clive's eyes, he looks less human than he did for the first half of the game. I don't know what they did, but it just looks odd. I'm going the wrong way. Entirely the wrong way. Bye, Belle. She's walking away now. She's like, I haven't gotten any catnap, any pets in the last second. I am done with this. Did you play any of the spin-off ones? Like 13-2 or Lightning Returns or any of that kind of stuff? Or 10-2? Mithril. Mineral most mighty. Already read about the Mithrils. So I didn't hate this game, but it definitely wasn't a game of the year material. Oh no, for sure. Octopath 2 was really good. Finished that one up on Tuesday. Tears of the Kingdom's been really good too. This entire game I spammed R1 and square. Like, Did you use any of the
Have you come seeking the gift of knowledge?
No.
Did you use any of like the auto battling stuff? Accessory wise?
Hugo Kupka is dead.
You played Dissidia, that was confusing as all hell? Well, that's like a...
Can it really be true?
Isn't that like a melee style game?
Crying. He is the big baby.
These kids are brutal.
And with good reason, children. These are tears of joy. We must offer up a prayer to your parents that the heavens might weep with us. There shall be no lessons today, only thanksgiving and merrymaking. Go, put away your things.
All right. Brilliant.
He wasn't bothered by them.
Finally, a new
He's like,
dawn
there, we got
has
rid of the
broken.
little shits.
It does.
Thank you, Clive. I cannot wait to share the good news.
Hippocrates.
There's something
After
about his
Kupka
face
fell,
now that just feels way different.
Ultima came to me. I need to know what he
More
is.
robotic now than it was in the first
Have
half
you
of the
learned
game.
anything?
Alas,
You know, I hate the way you
No.
said brilliant. Yeah.
And not for
I
want
didn't
of
auto battle
trying.
at all. I don't know, man. There's just something about this
I
game that
have
lacks an
scoured
identity,
nigh
and I
every
can't put my finger
historical
on it.
tome in our collection and
I'm
found
not sure
nothing.
I feel the same way.
Not
but
even the
I
sort
get what
of
you're saying.
conspicuous absence that might suggest a concealment of fact. One is almost tempted to conclude that such a creature never
It's
existed.
definitely a far step away
I
from
saw
any
him
of the Super
with my own eyes.
Nintendo style
I
games.
don't doubt that you did. Alas, it seems you are the only one who has. To others, he reveals naught. We see only that which he leaves in his wake, like some terrible force of nature beyond the ken of
I am
mortal
not like a
man.
huge
Bringer of death.
Whether the
person that
ultimate
cares
you
about
met
the
with
politics
was
in
the
these
being
games,
itself, or merely another
which makes it a
projection of its
little
power,
bit
I know not.
less interesting
But
for
until
me.
I do, my investigations shall continue.
Thank you.
They're like, this country attacked
It means a
this
lot.
in this year and did this, and I'm like, I don't give a shit.
Let's see if Otto has anything else for me.
But I get why they need it. Jump, he jump, he jump. Now back to Otto. Tears of the Kingdom's coming along too. I have 10 shrines left to find. We started doing some of the side quests. I got the big Roboto now. So I like the politics and tactics in 12.
I'm no surprises.
This game, I was just like, "Alright, man." I'll be honest. I remember enjoying 12, and I felt like their AI / battling system that they had improved a lot late game, and I enjoyed it more. But I couldn't tell you what that story was about. I don't remember anything from the Final Fantasy 12 story. I remember the locations, the monster hunts, the actual gameplay, but I don't remember any of the story from 12. And tactics, the ending ruined it for me. Did not like the ending. Enjoyed the game up until I hit, that point. It was like, what was that? That was trash. And try not to be a Debbie Downer on this stream, just word vomiting. All good. We're having discussions. Let's go, Otto.
You barely sat down since you came home. Vivian got you running errands or something?
Just spreading the word.
I don't know. When I was in high school, elementary school, I was like the video game
So,
purist.
the
Like,
professor's got
you
a
use
soft
game
side, has she?
facts?
I never
No.
guessed.
No.
How dare you?
She was right, though.
Like, you use cheat
Everyone was glad
codes?
to hear
Come
the
on.
news.
Ah, but you ain't told everyone.
You didn't check
thinking plenty of
every
friends back
wall
at the old
in
hideaway
Final
who
Fantasy
sleep more
VI to find all the
peacefully for knowing.
secrets? You
Or at
didn't
least it
write
won't
your
sleep.
own strategy guide?
You should tell him.
That was younger me.
You're right.
I care a lot less now.
I should.
Very much like,
And I will.
everybody's got their own thing.
When you do,
It's all good.
be sure to take Mid with you. She's been going at it hammer and tong down in that workshop of hers, trying to do her father proud. But I can't remember the last time she visited the old sod's grave.
Very well. I'll suggest it.
Man, we're just doing run around town and talk to people tasks right now. Getting further away, so we're going up the back way here. Hopefully. I'm pretty sure this connects over the back end here. What was your favorite? What was your favorite 2D Final Fantasy? Like 1 through 6. Let's go down. This isn't the right way either. How do I get over there? Must be stairs this way. Nope. They're back there. I'll figure it out. We're getting there. What's this? On a lack lived... Oh, on a lack lived a queen and goblins 3, but heed not did the goblins their queen, and so full of wrath did she banish them to shore, where they supped on mud till their lips turned black, and they begged to return. And good of heart, the queen, she did take them back. What? What is this story? I'm gonna need a sequel.
If I don't come up with something soon. All right, Clive? What do you want?
Ah, yes, the newest
I'm going
character
to
in the
visit
game.
Sid, and I thought you might like to come with me.
Sorry, I'm too busy for all that right now. I've got to get this thermal displacement stack sorted.
Thermal...
Displacement stack. Here.
And this is for...
Only the fastest, finest ship the world has ever seen. The Enterprise. Me and my dad designed it together. Where other vessels rely on the fickle winds to drive them through the water, ours is fitted with mithril engines. And those things have got more push than a behemoth in a bad mood, and more heat than all the hells put together. Which is where the stack comes in. I may have already talked some tight-lipped shipwrights into putting the hull together for me in a little dockyard in Canva. But the stack's a bit more involved, so I'm building it here. The thing is, it's so involved that I'm running behind and it's starting to hold things up over at the shipyard. I'll come and see my dad, though, when I'm done. Whenever that is.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Good old Clive. I were hoping you'd say that. First things first, I need some parts meching.
Alrighty.
The stack will be made up of 3 major components. There's the plating, here, that channels hot vapors away from the engine. The helm over the top, that disperses all that heat into the air. And the shielding around the sides. That stops the rest of the ship from going up in flames.
That's an important part. Let's put that last in our
armor then. Probably best to take it one piece
in our
at a time.
list.
Then you'll need to start with the plating. Everything else fits onto it. I've got the designs and the list of materials here. Show these to Blackthorn. He'll know what to do.
Final Fantasy 16 reminds me of a big budget action film, incredible production values, and money poured into effects, but a one and done after I finish watching. Yeah, I don't think this will be a big replay for me. Where like 4, 6, 7, they all got played more than any other. Star Trek. How long is 16, do you know? October asks Cortana. Ah, no fire. Yeah, we're fireless. I'll be right back. I gotta grab some. BRB. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. Just remembered I wanted to bring something down here. All right, we got to speak with Blackthorn now. So Mid is Sid's daughter. And Sid is heckin' dead. But Sid had his hands in everything, and they were building an airship, at least on paper.
Think Mid might need some help.
So now we're going to get an airship going, I guess. It'd be sweet if we could fly it around. Down, down, down. Lurking while I do some dishes. Alright, sounds good. Thanks, Michael. I do the same sort of stuff. I'll bring up Twitch streams while I'm at work or when I'm doing various things. They've got the option to shut your phone off, like go to the black screen essentially, not actually turn it off, but put it into like standby while still being able to listen to the audio. Where I haven't figured out how to do that on YouTube yet. So I'm sure there's like a website or some kind of add-on you can get to do that kind of thing. But it's pretty easy on Twitch. And then I've got these headphones that I wear. They're like over the ear, jawbone conductive or whatever they are. So I can still hear everything going on around me, but I can listen to podcasts or Twitch streams or whatever. So I do that plenty. Is it a YouTube Premium feature?
Can I ask a favor?
Out with it.
It's for Mid.
This my last chance to say I'm otherwise engaged. Spare myself the arseache. Go on then. What is it this time?
She said you would know. Here.
Thermal plating designs.
Krieger's teats. Well, I don't know
That's
what
a
the hell
reaction.
you'd want this for, but I can make it. Won't be easy though. And I'll need help.
Of course you do.
Get Gavanotto in here, will you?
All right.
You want me to go get some loot? I'm good at getting loot. I'm the loot master.
So Mid's roped us all in here again, hasn't she? Typical.
Typical.
Still, if that's what it takes to get her to visit Sid's grave, I'll do what I can.
And,
Oh, has anybody
what
played
is
the
it we
Final
need to
Fantasy
do
Type
exactly?
0 game?
Take a look at this.
I know nothing of that game.
It's this plating.
It like
The usual
Ninja
full grade
released
steel
on
won't
me.
work. We need something that can get very hot.
I'm like, oh
very
look, there was a
fast,
game
and
that
still
came
keep
out
its
that
shape.
I
That
heard
means
nothing
an
about.
alloy. Something that won't break or buckle at the temperatures she's talking about. Which is where you lot come in. I need materials, and I've got my work cut out already. You'll have to fetch them. Now, there's a special kind of sand I'm after that you can only find out in the Velcroy. Stardust, they call it. As for the rest of the stuff, my usual supply should have it in stock. It just needs buying and bringing back here.
Well, we'll get it done quicker if we split up. One of us should probably give you an hand collecting the sand.
And the other can go and get the rest from this supplier.
Right then.
Well, make your minds up who's going where, and we can get this over with.
Letting off Steam 1. That means there's going to be multiple steps. Let's speak to Blackthorn again.
You going after the Stardust then, are you? Which one of these two lucky souls is going with you?
We'll take Gav.
Gav, you're with me.
I have more history with Gav.
All right then. So,
I don't even know where Otto came
where
from.
do we find this Stardust stuff?
There's a river that runs through the southern reaches of the Velcroy. It's the black sand that washes up on its banks that you're after.
Southern reaches of the Velcroy, eh? That's down past Dalamil. I'll go and scout the place out. See about hiring us a wagon to bring the stuff back to.
All right. I'll meet you by the river.
While you're off having a paddle, I'll pick up the rest of the stuff from Blackthorn's
I wonder if
supply.
there's any difference
Take care.
between
You
who
two,
you
eh?
choose.
Don't go letting them fleece ya.
Fleece me? I'd like to see him try.
Or if it's like the
You're on
exact same
time.
dialogue and they just switch the characters. This guy acts like he's got something new.
What do you need?
He
So
does.
Whitby.
He's got the Enhancer 1, which is actually a step up from what I'm using right now at 240. We go up 15 attack. Is it worth it? Let's see what else is On my list here. Diamond Sword 2. Diamond Sword 1, Enhancer 2, Enhancer 1. Maybe we make the Enhancer and see if we can, oops,
Anything else?
make that happen.
Back, are ya? What's Sancfordian, dear? Not bad, if I do say so myself.
Reinforce.
You can thank me later.
Sounds good. Alright. Done with that.
Fine.
Sounds like this river we're looking for is south of the Dalamil Inn. I'll hire us a wagon and meet you there.
Make for the river. Gather the necessary materials. I have all the tasks. Let's see where my options are now to fast travel. Oops. Would I just take a screenshot? This sounds about right. Dalamil Inn. Are you starting Mario tomorrow? Super Mario RPG Remaster. Yes, that's happening tomorrow. Hey, Scoot, welcome in. It'd be good to get back to one of the old school RPGs. There's something in Lost Wing here. There's like a side quest or side quests. I'm gonna go look. How's the Scoot? Scoot, we're finally somewhat getting closer to your game. Tears of the Kingdom starting to draw to an end. I only have 10 shrines left. Out of like 300 and some. Local map. Okay, it's here. By this time next year, maybe? Hey, maybe. Then we'll get to play your Star Control too.
The crystals we get from the tailor all.
There's someone that came in and they were really excited that I'd be playing that in the future. They were like, I can send you all the info.
Clive, your timing
It was
is
like, we'll
exquisite
see.
as always.
Let me give it a try first.
I have a concern which you may be able to assist me with.
Go on.
But then they told me Star Control 3 was
There are
terrible.
whisperings afoot of shadowy figures having been sighted outside the village. Rustlings in the undergrowth, suspicious noises. My people fear that they are being watched. It may be no more than a surfeit of nerves, understandable in the current climate, or it may be the prelude to something altogether more dangerous. Given what I hope you'll forgive me calling your nose for trouble, I wondered if you might investigate.
Sure.
Of course.
Excellent. You might begin by speaking with the good citizens of Lostwing. Listen to their tales, and make what you will of them.
All right. I will. Right. Let's see what the people of the village have to say.
Let's go find some
Better find out if
people
this
to
is
talk
just
to.
nerves, or something we need to take more
Now
seriously.
you are first in the queue anyway, Scoot. Then I have Jess's Super Mario Land 2 for the Game Boy. And then I'm supposed to replay Secret of Evermore for Zadriel.
Right, Sid? Something
So,
on your mind?
There's a
There is
list.
actually.
Belle was here
Can I
earlier.
ask
You
you
missed her.
something?
Welcome in,
Quentin
Scoot.
tells me people have
Or
mentioned shadowy
Smacks.
figures out in the woods. Have you noticed anything unusual?
Oh, that. No, sorry, can't help you.
No Star Ocean?
I heard the
It's not on
rumours
the list.
mind from the lads working over at the vineyard, but none of them have seen anything either.
All right. Thanks anyway.
Yeah, no, it's up there. I'm just messing. We go over here.
The crystals we get from the tailor.
I did put it on the list, right? Pretty sure it's all there. Now I'm gaslit by myself. Did I?
Where it is, the Black Shields took a hiding.
Excuse me. Quentin mentioned strange figures having been sighted near the village. Have you seen anything?
Nah, not me, Gov. I heard the
I'm looking.
rumours, though.
Yeah, I
mean,
did
most
put it.
days,
It's
right
third.
next to the gate,
Sorry.
and I ain't seen nothing out of the ordinary. Don't worry. Any
Star
shady
Ocean 2,
characters
second
try and
story.
slip into town this way, and I'll soon come running. And shouting, most likely.
All right. Thank you.
Oh. OBS was like, "Are you sure you want to close stream?" I'm like, "I definitely didn't close the close stream button, so no." Please don't. Got the new enhancer sword on our back. Looks pretty sleek.
Do you have a moment? There's talk of suspicious figures in the woods. Have you seen anything out of the ordinary?
No, but I've heard something. Sound of scraping metal, like someone sharpening a sword.
Where was this?
In Lorbert's Pass. Was out foraging for herbs when I heard it, screeching out from between the trees. Ran back here as quick as my legs would carry me, and I ain't been back since.
I see. I'll look into it.
Screech!
Thank you. Seems Lorbert's Pass is our best bet then.
For those
What
of
do
you
say,
just joining,
Torgal?
this is also my
Shall we
first
go and
YouTube
investigate?
stream, since we're allowed to multi-stream now. I got the Twitch and the YouTubes going on. And I was going to do it on Saturday for Tears of the Kingdom, but they have a 24-hour activation period for YouTube channels, which was news to me. So that didn't happen. So this is the first one. But yeah, Super Mario RPG tomorrow. Should be good. Well, what do we got here? This is where the scraping metal is.
You there.
Fuck! He's seen us. Get them before they escape.
I like the reaction. Fuck.
Black Shields. Here. What the hell are you doing here?
What is it to you? Not that we give a damn. All that matters to us is that you don't leave here alive.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Who's casting Cure? Excuse you? No cures allowed, sir. No heals. No heals allowed. The healer's not even near me. Try fighting the Torgal. Go back to him. Yeah. He's just down here by himself, just healing. Getting beat up and healing. Not making much progress. The Torgal does damage. At least to these guys. Mortal blow. Great success.
Why were they here? Are they planning an attack on Lostwing? I need to warn Quentin. Fly, Ambrosia!
Stop running into stuff. You're supposed to fly.
Back to the stables, girl.
Is that guy just standing there expectantly, but he doesn't actually want to talk to me? He looked very much like he wanted to have a conversation, but there was zero option to do so. Okay, bye. Hello.
Clive, how goes the hunt for our sinister figures?
I found some black shields hiding near Lorbert's Pass. They're gone now.
Black shields. The Empress's former bloodhounds, though they serve another master now. One who means to root out and destroy both me and those I care for. And it would appear the pack has finally caught the scent of its prey. Damn it all. I had hoped I would have more time than this. More time to prepare. But if we are cornered, we have no choice but to bite back.
Yeah.
And bite back we shall.
Let's bite.
I'm sorry. You're going to need to explain. Who did the Black Shield serve now? And why would that person want you dead?
Because I want him dead.
Who?
The former Lord Chief Justice of Sanbreque. All that I have built here is for him.
I don't understand. Why him? Why Lostwing?
I suppose it is better that you know the truth.
Break it down
I
for
was
me.
a member of the judiciary once. So sickened was I by the injustice of this world, I swore to fight it. And fight it I did in my own small way. I saw more than a few corrupt officials condemned to the very cells into which they had thrown blameless innocents. Men to whom the law was but a scourge to turn against the powerless. And throughout, it was the Lord Chief Justice who backed me, who was my one true ally in the quest to see justice done.
So what changed?
I discovered that he hunted bearers for sport.
Oh.
I was a fool to think he shared my hatred of venality and vice. His support for me was no more than a facade, a means of ridding himself of his rivals, a mask to hide the rot beneath. I filed suit against him immediately. His response, however, was rather more visceral. He had my entire family slaughtered, and he faced no punishment whatsoever. I lost everything. My loved ones, my livelihood, my position, the faith I had once held that any modicum of justice might be achieved through the courts. So I set
The
about
like
enacting
overhead
my own.
camera view where they
I tracked
slowly
down
zoom
every
in on
soul
him as
who
he
served
reveals
him
the story.
and slit their throats myself. But the man himself proved an altogether more difficult target. With money and
Look at
power
his
come
framing.
protection. And so I saw that I would need an army of
Most
my
of his
own.
face is dark.
I came here to Lostwing and began recruiting like-minded
it.
individuals.
And everyone here knows this is why you do what you do.
Of course. They too have lost loved ones to the bearer hunts. Seen faultless friends sent to the gallows to spare the guilty. All under the watchful eye of the Lord Chief Justice. Our wounds are the same. And our cause is the same. We are comrades. And our revenge is already in motion.
It's in motion.
We know where he hides, how numerous and well-trained his guard. What we did not know until now, however, was that his plans may already be in motion too.
Quentin.
Our time is short. He may move against us at any moment, unless we move against him first. My friends and comrades, It begins. Make ready for war.
Nice little little side story going on here. And we got our own stuff going on, you know, breaking up some big mother crystals and everything. These guys are just having a little side war.
I'm not going to change his mind.
What are you selling?
Any friend of the innkeeper is a friend of mine.
Increase ability points earned in normal encounters by 20%. I already have one of those. Meteorite, briar clams. Orchestrations. I think we're good.
Good day.
Nothing else here. We got Martha's Rest, East Pool, down here maybe. The Velcroy Desert in northwestern Dalmekia. The Dalamil Inn. The Jaw. I feel like one of our hunts was in the Jaw. Well, let's push some story and then maybe we'll go do some monster hunting in a bit. Looks like we got ads in about 5 minutes. Just a heads up for those of you on Twitch. I don't even know what YouTube does. Do they even run ads mid-live stream? I know nothing.
Master Lubor says Drake's fangers. And what lawlessness is afoot today?
Nope.
You and I. What?
I already know all this. We've listened before. First time streaming to YouTube.
That was your doing, was it not?
How do you... that, though. Rumors of the Fang's destruction have reached the long ears of the desert hare, and they will soon be on the lips of every man, woman, child, and Dalamil. Though I doubt they will receive the news quite so cheerfully as I did, this town owed much of its prosperity and protection to the Fang, and many will feel, now that it has left us, so too must they. As for me, I know what it is to live without crystals, without wealth. It was not an easy life, but I survived it. And Dalamil has plenty of blessings, even without the Mother Crystal. Its healing waters, its proud people. What need have we for magic? It is but a convenience, a crutch. If the people need a new crutch to lean on, perhaps they ought to look to one another.
My ears are always open.
I'm gonna need some crutches and some stilts. Anybody? Anybody want to be my stilts?
My carpets have
The most fragrant herbs and spices.
The masturbation.
And beyond.
Gone, just like that. And without so much as a by your leave.
What's the matter?
It's my apprentice. He up and vanished while my back was turned. I'd go and look for him myself, but I've got a bakery to run. A bakery that's now short one pair of hands. Loath though I am to rely on the kindness of strangers, I'm at a loss. Please, will you see if you can find him?
See what I can do.
I'll see what I can do. Do you know where he might have gone?
I wouldn't be surprised if he was off somewhere mooning at Drake's Fang. He used to work there, you see. Poor fool left his heart in its hollow.
All right. Then that's where I'll start.
I put a few games that I'll never play up on the eBays. So far, I mean, they're on like a 7-day auction. So far, I've only had one that got any interest. I haven't done much of that anyways, so I don't know how it'll go. This might be heresy, but this seems like a way more interesting Witcher. I haven't played The Witcher, so I don't have an opinion on that one.
Oh, where did all the men go?
Lights and butts!
I think if you're big into story, lore, politics, and theatrics, this is a great game.
Handsome?
If you want gameplay and adventure of like free roaming, the free roaming adventure, and a lot of micromanagement of your equipment and item hunting and stuff, this might not be the best one. Making some resale money to feed your gaming addiction? Hell yeah. That's what I was going for.
Mummy, I want to
We'll see how it goes.
Do I have to tell you? It's not a toy.
I picked the only one that's gotten interest is actually the most recent one I found there, the Tales of Arise that I found on clearance. Because that was priced way too low. Even if I give it as like, you know, under price charting by a fair amount, I still would come out ahead. So, and somebody will get the enjoyment of it. I just don't have an Xbox Series X or anything like that, so I'm like, I don't really have a reason to hold on to this. Might as well turn it into a game or something that I do want. You guys are comparing stories. You hated The Witcher story. That's just you? Ah, okay. I guess I somewhat liked the show's story from what I gathered. It was a little bit like, what is happening in the first season, but I got through it. It got better. Okay, we're supposed to head over there. What's going on over there? This is something. Oh. The 9 of Knives. Apparently this is a bounty. Do I want your old Xbox? I don't know if I have use for an Xbox, I guess. It's like pretty much everything that you can get on Xbox you can just get on PC, right?
Your feasting days are over.
Oh yeah. I've seen this guy's move before. Damn. I let myself get poisoned. Oh, that didn't work out. That didn't work out either. I gotta stop getting caught by this dude. Come on.
I'll snap you like a twig!
Nice try.
That's what I want. A couple of those. Copy on the way back down.
Too slow.
Ah. shit. Went underground, that's why I couldn't see him. This guy's annoying. Damn, I got comboed. Alright, sorry. Focus faced it. On my old Xbox, I enjoyed the show, really hated the game, except Gwent. Long live Gwent. Taking this music went from like level 5 to an 11. Like, volume-wise or like hype-wise? I was on ads, you see, one of my 360. That was a definite maybe. The thing about, I probably won't play much on the 360, but I could definitely test some of these games that I come across, make sure they work and everything. So I'd be down. Oh, he did.
Those who kill for sport deserve no
Both
better.
volume and intense hype. Well, there we go. We got that guy. I need to restock all my potions now. I gotta kick the shit out of me. Okay, let's go get this loot up here.
Ready, go?
I was expecting that to be easier, but I just kept screwing up, so it's not too bad. So where am I going? Up here. Search the area near Drake's Fang for the baker's assistant. There he is. You gonna make me get off my bird for this? Can't have a conversation from a mount. I feel scammed.
Excuse me. What do you want?
When was the last time you
Baker
played
sent
your
me to find
Xbox,
you.
Scoot?
I am a sorry, selfish sod, aren't I?
This guy's sad as
Certainly
hell.
not a baker. Master must have ruled the day he took me in. Time was the sight of the fang used to calm my
It's been many
nerves.
years.
But now look at her.
Yeah, I mean, if it's collecting
I
dust,
take it you missed the mother crystal.
I hated her.
you can join
She was all I knew.
join my old school
Worked in mines
Xbox I
for
got here
years.
that's collecting dust.
And when she shattered, part of
No,
me
I might
shattered
actually
with her.
use it because I do get
I
a
had to
few
trade my
Xbox
pickaxe
360
for a rolling
games
pin.
in, and I have no
But
way
I'm
to
no
test
good
them
at
currently.
baking. Every loaf I touch collapses.
So I get some use.
My bread's as hollow as I am. She was the only thing that could fill the hole inside
Maybe I get a
me.
copy of Halo and play through the story mode co-op
Now
with my
she's
son.
gone.
That was what
She's
I always
never
liked what
coming
the
back.
360
What am
games
I
were good.
supposed to do? I
Were
ask
good
her.
for.
How does a shell of a man
Playing
learn
the
to live
co-ops.
again?
What advice will you offer? Express yourself, remember the good times, focus on your work. Get back to work.
Focus on the job at hand. Think about what you can do right now.
What use is proofing loaves when... Wait. Perhaps the solution has been in the bakery all along. You've opened my eyes. Thank you, friend, and fare thee well.
That was easy.
Wait.
Clive's lips didn't move there when he said wait.
Suppose he won't be needing an escort then.
I like the chocobo.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Ambrosia. Gotta roll the R's on that one. Ambrosia.
Another crystal.
I don't even know why I'm hiking back. We gotta fast travel. Pew! We're going. Oh. Snoozy chocobo. Chocobos are sick. This world needs more chocobos.
My carpets have...
Take a sniff, good sir. You'll be transported.
Ah, there you are. The man who lit a fire under my wayward apprentice. Though I worry you might have stoked the flames a little too high. He damn near ran me down trying to get to my oven.
Master, it's ready. Behold the Drake's Balm. A truly unique creation.
I dare say it is.
Yeah, there's only been one Moogle this whole game.
Just look at it. A perfect
If they don't have a Moogle
herself.
or a Chocobo Forest in this
steeple
game,
peaks,
it's riot
her
time.
fulsome spurs, her inviting hollow. True, my loaves collapse more often than not, but what's the Fang without her crater? Why?
You know what game I
No
haven't
Fang
been
at all.
back to yet?
And look,
Final Fantasy VII
inside,
Remake.
She's filled to bursting with a bounty of
The,
beautiful crystals.
what do they call
Salt
it? Interlude or whatever it
crystals.
is.
Master, I have found my purpose.
I haven't touched that one yet.
Use
The
my
Yuffie
work
story.
here to preserve the memory of the Fang.
Well, if it tastes half as unique as it looks, I'd certainly say you're onto something. Not only is my apprentice back, but he's finally pulling his weight. With any luck, I might even have a new delicacy on my hands. I don't know how you did it, but you have my thanks.
The Master Baker. His eyebrows go on forever. We got a goblin coin. That one's for you, chat. That's one of your coins.
Oh, where did all the men of the rock go?
Plates and pots! Bowls and basins!
How do I get to that one?
Won't you come and play?
I actually have to go out the desert gate to get to that. But I also got to visit a merchant here before I go anywhere. I got to go to that shop. For me? Yeah. There's goblin coins for you, you goblin. I've been watching a Twitch/YouTube streamer recently, and he refers to everybody as goblins. It's great. Everybody in his chat is a goblin. Reduce lightning rod cooldown time by 5 seconds. But the lightning rod lasts forever. Why would I need that? Potion. Bling.
Here you are. An excellent choice.
I don't need elixirs. Because they're really expensive.
My thanks. Fare you well.
Is this Daniel Green? No. I don't know who Daniel Green is.
No,
so it can't be him. You need all the potion help you can get. That's right, Smex. I had to reload my potions.
Silver platters.
I forget how to
From
play.
the stoutest stoneware.
My dodges.
Like me and
They do
Dodge.
nothing.
I know.
Yes, they're quite sought after.
Does he? I think there's probably quite a few people that do.
Looks
And they're
like I
not
found
wrong.
the river.
Most chats are
Where's Gav?
full of goblins, so agreed. We'll do a little chocobo ride here. I'll do a quick tour and see if there's any other hunts that come up.
Yeah.
Might happen, might not. Not back there. Nope. Leaping off the ledge. Looks like a little oasis there. Still can't get over there. I wonder if this is a crossing. No.
All right.
The whippy plants. Just running into caves that I don't know where they go. Draco's Deep. I gotta definitely run into something down here, right? Those were those guardian things. Goblins. I just ran past chat. That's it. Oh. Okay, bye. Goblin Weaver. There's lots of stuff out here. Random monsters everywhere. Oh. Random wall. Coming through. Out of my way, important things to do. Whee!
Back to the stables, Carl.
Abandoned fishing village. Blood facts?
This must have been a fishing village. Where everyone left.
You should be calling for more buddies. So I assume that's what he was gonna do. Nope. Can't get past the bucket. It's literally impossible. There's no way. The bucket is just too powerful. Can't go that way. Looking for loot in all the wrong places. You got any loot? Loot feels very unimportant in this game. Like, do I need that? Probably not. It's kind of a self-imposed collection thing. Because you don't need any of this loot that's scattered all over the place from what I have seen. Maybe later in the game there's something. A system that makes use of it better. But maybe not. I need to unlearn the loot goblin in you? No. Don't do it. Always loot goblin. We need to play a dungeon crawler together, Michael. Let's just do it this way. Oh, I guess they all died. When, what, and where? You down? Well, how old school do you want to go? Any of the Diablos would probably be fine. At some point, I'm supposed to play Diablo 4 with Crossing the Rubicon. I haven't gotten back to that one yet. See, I thought there'd be something down here. Something at all. Give me a tiny bit of loot. But that's about it. So I guess it wasn't very important. Who's this guy who ran past last time? He's got some big old stingy tails. That didn't work. Come on. Let's get this timing right. Timing's all wrong.
Too slow.
And he's dead. Give me his magic to ash pinchies. Whatever that is. Okay, so this was the fishing village. There's actually a path this way that I should go check on. But where's Diablo in Diablo 4? That's a good point. Where is he? Nowhere I've seen. What do you have the patience for with a total noob? You should probably play the older one. Play Diablo 2. Grab Diablo 2 Remaster, and we'll play. We'll walk through. We'll go through the story and we'll loot. We'll loot it all. Doo-doo-doo. Maybe we can get Adrian and have like a mod night. Or if he doesn't want to, we can just do it. That was it. Shabam. Murdering. Easy. You got it. Oh, that'd be so cute. We should do it. Let's try. I don't think I don't know actually if Adri's played through it. I know he's played World of Warcraft, but I don't know if he's ever touched a Diablo game or not. Or if he has any interest in it. I'd be down to play with viewers too. It doesn't just have to be mods, I guess. Because you can fit 4 players or more. I think it's more even into a Diablo 2 game. Maybe it's 8. Ew, those peasants. The poor viewers. They got called out by Mod Michael. Whatever works. Come here, Ambrosia. That looks like something. That's one of those like dragony things.
This will be easy.
Hello. I was trying to dismount.
Too slow.
I remember he always does that second attack. He's always got a follow-up. Best viewers? What viewers? Who? Who are you talking about?
Come on.
The goblins? I guess that's the end. I was thinking there'd be something out here, but That was kind of it. Oh well, I guess we got some loot. Nothing major though. Alright, where haven't we been? This area over here. Off to a few sides in there we can explore. Out of the corner of my eye, I read that. You just got spooked by a Korok? Really? That's funny. Out of the corner of my eye, I read that. And I read it as Soul has no viewers at first. A little like side-eyed dyslexia. Best Soul has no viewers or something. Let's go. Oh.
I can walk from here.
Oh yeah, this is the fishing village, that's why. I was like, why am I walking? Do we have a battle? Oh, no. Just because. I would never say that. I know, that's why I reread it. I'm like, Michael's not that rude. She is a goblin, but probably not that goblin. We'll make it right. Probably. Can't go up here? Come on. Come on. You gotta let me up. Gobble, gobble. It's the wrong season now. That's in the past. Turkey time is over. For both countries. In this region.
Run like the wind.
Okay, so we're gonna make our way back. We're gonna make the second right. And explore out that way. Goblins. Maybe I'll make the first right just to grab whatever that is. $13 gil. Glad I came. I mean, it's so accurate. That's the sound I imagine chat makes too. What's this? I unironically love the noise they make. I think it's very fitting. They did a good job with that. You're so good at making that noise. It's like a failed Donald Duck voice.
Doesn't seem to be working though.
So that's gonna be something. Little side something something. And these little guardian dudes. They're not activated though. Oh, here's one. You gotta beat him. Get down here. And there's a box. It so is. Alright, we killed that one. Let's see if this thing activates now. I don't think they're linked, but give it a try. Nope. Nada. Bird.
Let's go. Fly, Ambrosia.
We go right. And doesn't matter where we go here. Another one of these ruined things. Oop. Yeah. I just want to say I've like heated up tail tips. Tippity top tip tails. Looks like there's like a raised section here that I'm not sure how to get to. Maybe that's what this activation is. The Hand of Dion. That gets you up top. It's like an elevator. Let's see another way up there. Bombs.
Straight home now.
Didn't mean to do that. Or that. Come on into my electric shocky zones. Just got murdered. I had to dodge out of that. Fail. Bombs are serious business. Alright. That was a fun little exploration out there anyways. We'll check that out again later. Let's get to this story. Ride! Gav.
Sorry to keep you, Gav.
Sorry to keep you.
Better late than never. I've had a quick scout about, and I reckon round here's our best bet if we want to grab as much of this Stardust stuff as we can. Don't know what Blackthorn's planning to do with it, though. I asked over in Dalamil, and they seem to think it was worthless. But if Stardust is what Blackthorn wants, Stardust
I got a
is what
baby
he'll get.
monitor here
There's
in
plenty
my
of this
daughter's
stuff lying
room.
about, just begging to be bagged.
She is, she's fully
We
awake
shall.
playing with her hair.
Race ya.
She gets me to put it in like a little ponytail, and then she just plays with it. It's like, does this whenever she's awake. And I can see her doing it right now. Jill or Gav, who's better? Jill. All day Jill. Yeah, she's pretty cute. But yeah, she's good and awake right now. She's almost 2, you're right.
Bet you 100 gil I find more.
She should have a fun Christmas this year, hopefully. Actually, we were supposed to go to the in-laws, but my father-in-law fell to a heart attack here recently, so we're not sure whether Christmas is going to be happening or not. At least not there. Just because he'll be pretty recently post-op. He's getting the open heart. Oh, we gotta collect
So
the one
this
here.
is Stardust. It just looks like black sand to me.
Stardust. Yeah. Yeah, he's doing okay, at least. And they gave him a couple options. They were like stints or open heart. And they're like, we suggest the open heart. So that'll probably be happening. Hey, Zadrian. Breakfast man. How you doing? Man, I started a game of Civ with Zadrian and Adri, but we didn't get around to playing it on Friday. I don't even know if Adri was around at all. I think I was pretty tired Friday. I don't remember what happened. Trying to climb out of bed and wake up. Wake up! And then shake up all the lyrics for the System of a Down song. Go ahead and put on all the makeup. I'm not sure where the last bit of Stardust is. I would assume it's down there, but I haven't found it yet. Oh. There it is. Yeah, what is for breakfast? Hi, Smacks. Hi, Scoots. Michael, remembering to greet everybody? Oh, yeah. It's okay. Unless they greeted you.
Come on.
Oh, Black Friday deals. We got one thing. It was actually for Cyber Monday. We got the air fryer. Big Air got us. Y'all came in while I was doing the dishes. I can't multitask. Fair. Got an air fryer. Oh wait, we still got to do stuff out here. Used it once today actually to make some French fries for dinner, and it was like about 20 to 24 minutes for fries. So I did 20, and I'm like, these are way too crispy. Like I'm gonna have to do like 16 minutes next time. But very good.
You finished?
So far so
How
good.
much
I got
did you get?
plans for
Enough.
trying out a bunch of different things in there though. I got like those little like Yukon potatoes. I'll toss a bunch of those in there one day, and maybe like some chicken thigh or something like that. A bunch of herbs.
Oh, you win. That might even be enough for old Blackthorn. Hey,
Got sweet potatoes you want to
before
try and
we
make some
go,
hash with, but
do you
you're worried
mind
they'll
if
be
we
too sweet. Ooh.
have a chat?
That could be good. We having a heart-to-heart?
Feels like ages since we had the chance to talk. You know, man to
Man
man
to man.
like.
It does, doesn't it?
Back when you first took Sid's name, we were talking all the time. Working out what to do in that.
There was a lot to work out.
And there still is.
You probably don't have these
Those
conversations with
shoulders of
Otto,
yours
right?
starting to
Or
feel
do
the
you?
strain. Hardly ever see you around the hideaway nowadays. Always on some errand or other. You can take a day off, you know.
Says the man who spends most of his time behind enemy lines.
Only because you keep sending me there.
So go, yeah. I guess I did do
count
that.
on you, Gav.
I did send you
Likewise.
off into nothingness. That's right.
So you keep sending me wherever you need to, and I'll keep going.
You starting to ship Clive and Gav?
Safe in the knowledge that I have a home to come back to. Thanks to you.
That's like the most one-on-one male interaction you see in video games right there. Thanks for sending me off as a spy.
Right. That's enough soppy shite for one day. We'd better get this lot back to Blackthorn before he slings his hammer at someone.
there.
You go on ahead. And try to get some rest once you're there.
Oh, I plan to. Believe you me. After Blackthorn gets what he needs, of course.
I guess Final Fantasy 15 probably has quite a bit of it. I just haven't played through that one.
Ready to go home, boy?
Final Fantasy 15 is literally a 4-man road trip. Alright. Speak with Blackthorn, gather the necessary materials. I guess that's it here. Seems like it. My controller level is low. This takes a USB-C. I could charge that right now. With my 20,000 milliamp hour battery from the NCIX days. Oh, but he just sent me a picture. Their Christmas tree's in progress. I gotta send him a fire emoji. Wherever that is. If I can find it. Maybe there isn't one in here. Lame! Too used to the Twitch ones. You need to get you a tree running so behind. You have no holiday decorations at all. We have,
Let's hope this is all Blackthorn needs.
for the first 4 years that we lived in this house, we always got real trees. There's like a place nearby. Canadians would know it. I don't know about the Americans knowing it so much. Canadian Tire. And in their parking lot, there's always a tree vendor.
It was the same after Drake's breath.
And they're selling a few different types, but the fullest one that we found that still looks like a Christmas tree, I believe was a blue spruce or like a royal or something. So we skipped the two C's there and went straight for this 9 of knives. So we gotta get these two still. Empty hovel and the cattery. Let's look. Where are those? In Dalmechia. Local map. Not there. This is all the same map, I think. Yeah. So I haven't been to either of those places, I don't think. And this is the border. So this is Rosaria. So it's probably somewhere over in this area. We'll figure it out later. Yeah, it's almost time to pull ours out now that it's December. Maybe this weekend we'll start getting some of it set up. Skippity skip. Skippity skip. Clive's just a fun-loving dude, alright?
Blackthorn, got everything you need?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Cheers for the Stardust. Should be enough to be getting on with.
We should go out on maneuvers together more often. You know, it beats sneaking around on your Todd all the time.
I'll make a start on putting this thermal plating together then. It will take some time, mind. So if you've got other things to be getting on with, I could do without you breathing down my neck.
Thank you, Blackthorn.
He's like, alright, piss off
I'll
now.
admit no construction's underway.
That's the vibe I was picking up. For sure. Did you not see it with his little hop skipping? Definitely. Look. More coins for chat. Did you see the new Twitch currency that I put in? Does it show up? Actually, it doesn't look like... Let me look on the actual main chat, because in my dashboard it still shows the pretzels. And it shouldn't. Channel. Yeah, it's still showing the pretzels. Let's see if I can fix that right now. That's weird. Where would that be? Viewer rewards? Channel points. Yeah, what the hell? It didn't take my update. Maybe they gotta approve it, but it shouldn't be. There it is. Let's try this again. Save. What will Pretzel Prestige be called? Yeah, it's getting a rename too. Hey Bewitch, how you doing? Welcome in. Still crunchies, eh? Still pretzels. It's weird that it didn't update. You're playing 14. Yeah, it should have updated. What do you guys think of the new Bell coin? That's the new chat currency. And yeah, I'm gonna have to redo the Pretzel Prestige banner there to something that more Bell related, but we'll get it. Bell's not down here right now, unfortunately. But you guys got to see it in action. That one I can do. I do the third one out of those. All right, give me a second. How's Final Fantasy 14 treating you? Cat cam on off. She's still not here. That's not going to make a difference. If there's no bell, there's no bell. It's fun. You're a scholar, Harry. A scholar. Oh, you know what? I changed over to... Hold on. Hold off on the sound alerts for one moment. I changed over to OBS from Streamlabs OBS finally, and completely forgot about doing the sound alerts source here. That one didn't make it over. So let's grab that one. My alerts. Settings. Setup. I use OBS. Drag and drop this button into OBS. You have dragged the URL in OBS. Yes. And that's going to be center screen. We'll go back to the dashboard. We'll replay the fanfare. And replay the Owen Wilson here. There we go.
Wow.
Sorted. Sorted. Got ads coming in about 3.5 minutes. Boom. There we go. You do big heels with the fairy? Is that like a, what do you call it? Like a pet or something? There. There's your bottle pop. For the cactar shot. Cheers, chat. Super hot fire. Warms my heart too, and everything else in my digestive tract.
Give us a shout if you need anything.
Yeah, summon her to use a few of your heal spells. So she's an add-on. Little helper familiar. That's the word I was looking for the whole time. She's a familiar.
Crystal too.
Or whatever they call it in Final Fantasy. Eos. An Eos. Skippity-doo-dah, skippity-day. Five's just having such a wonderful day. She also heals people on 2 on her own. Nice. Kind of like a party effort. That's handy. Let me double check the reward request queue because I can clear out the ones that are not able to be redeemed here at the moment. Reject, reject, reject. There we go. Sorted. If Bell comes down, you can send those again. Thanks for trying.
It hasn't been
I guess I can't get there from this side. I thought I could. Maybe around this way?
Editors started reading books
Oh yeah,
that
here we
don't
go.
have any pictures in.
Here we go. You have a screen cap over? Rejection never hurt so bad? DM it to me? Okay. Do you get to dress them up or anything?
Soon.
Yeah, post it in the Discord. Share with everyone. Just put it in game
Pleased to hear that Blackthorn
hashtag game
started
talk.
work on the plating.
Excellent. 1 down, 2 to go.
So, what's next?
The helm, of course. For this, we'll be repurposing fallen scrap.
Fallen
Salvage from the
scrap.
ruins.
Oh yeah.
I thought that material was all but impossible to work.
Ah, but we don't have to.
I'm sorry.
Just so happens there's one particular ruin that's broken into exactly the right shape and size pieces for what we need. What's the name back there? I'll give you all details.
What's the oldest that you
What's
could
her
be
name?
and have that much hair, do you think?
Right.
At what point does it start falling out to the point that it wouldn't be that long? Or it's just like 90% dead hair? I bet there is an age.
Oh, Sid, is this about the helm?
Yes. Mid said I should speak with you.
I'll show you the plans then. Here you see the mithril engine, in which mithril is burned to generate heat. That heat is then harnessed to produce motive force. Excess
Let me know when
heat
you
is dealt
put it
with
to the
by means
Discord.
of
I'll swap over and have a
thermal
look.
displacement stack, which disperses it into the surrounding air. Now, were we to rely on thermal plating alone to achieve this effect, the rate of excess heat buildup would far exceed the displacement coefficient of the plating. In other words, the reactor would overheat and eventually explode.
Woo,
This is where the helm comes
explosions!
in. It connects to the plating, you
Clive,
see,
too complicated.
and
Tell me who to
serves as a
kill.
sort
Exactly.
of
It's like
thermal
I'm no
sink
engineer,
to
guys.
absorb
Come
all
on.
that excess energy.
It's
Our
there?
experiments have shown
Oh, I think
that
ads are
fallen
running right now.
ceramics are remarkably thermophilic. They can withstand and absorb levels of heat far above anything we are able to make
I'll give it a
today.
second
And
before I go
not only
look.
that, they're also waterproof and immune to rust, making them the perfect material for our protective hood. Why? If sea or rainwater were to enter the reactor proper, it would vaporize instantly. The forces
She's
produced
definitely
would
an
tear
engineering
the
nerd.
ship from stern to...
You can stop there. I understand. Mid said we might be able to use parts of a fallen ruin. Where would I find it?
Ah, yes.
Been there.
It's in Lorbert's Pass, near Lostwing. The thing is, well, I probably should have arranged to have the pieces we need brought here sooner. You see, a certain unwanted visitor has taken up residence there. It's no longer a matter of just walking in and taking them. It's, going to be considerably more dangerous than that.
Whoops. More
I
danger.
see. Then I suppose I'd better deal with this unwanted visitor for you. Would that help?
Oh, very much. Thank you, Sid. I'll gather my team and head there right away. We'll meet you outside the ruins.
Okay. Letting off steam too. We got another minute 30 in the ads, and I'm going to take this moment to go use the bathroom, so be right back. Alright, I have returned. Bum-ba-da-ba. I'm back. Let's have a look at this picture. Just started them a few days ago. You've played it before though, right? Oh, you're level 37. Is this your first time playing 14? I feel like it isn't. Haven't we talked about it before? I could be wrong, but damn, that fairy is bright as hell. Can't make out the details. Way long ago? Okay. Oh, there's Osiris. Look out. He's got the emote. The Osiris emote. Smexington in chat here played a lot of Final Fantasy XIV. And I actually have a character in Final Fantasy XIV, but I think I only made it to like level 27 or something. I just lose interest in those 3D MMOs really quickly for some reason. Okay. Such a bright fairy friend. Let's have a look. Back at the map here, we gotta go near Lost Wing now. Yep. Used to be in D2C, but all your homies gone. I don't know what that is, but I assume it's either a server or a guild.
I'll be taking you all to a storehouse in the Bales. Leave anything you don't need behind.
Let me look. Final. Can you just look up characters online? Is there a character search like you can in like WoW or anything? Player search. Where was I? Smexy would know, but I will actually just do like a search here and see if I can find it. Dress to cuddle. Okay. Must be a guild name then. PvP guild. Gotcha. Try a different way. Find me. Okay. So I had two characters. One was on Cactuar, and the other one was on Diabolos. And Diabolos was the newer one. Barely done anything in that game. Never wore pants during PvP matches. Chillin'. Alright, where are we going? This way. These guys are all met up here. Going to up and over and around. How I got there? Up there. Right?
If you're ready, we leave.
Think so.
Watch.
Yeah. We got it.
This is no time
Go
to
the right way
ride.
now.
Not here.
Your poulet pals. One of the stupid young birds kept escaping the coop. I was putting them back in last night. They're all black, so I ended up outside all night. No.
Let's go.
That's frustrating. Get back in your coop. That's a big old chocobo. Mine is very fit. Ambrosia is perfection. She's got an eye patch like Gav.
Alright.
Or like an eye scar thing. You know? Here we go. That's where we need to be.
Thanks, girl.
Oh, there you are, Sid. Thanks so much for coming.
It was fine, just silly.
Ruins
Just
are
being silly.
just over there, as is the creature I told you about, I'd imagine. Would you mind?
Of course. I'll be right back.
I'm trying out the YouTube restreaming today, Osiris. This is my first YouTube multi-stream thing since we're allowed to do that now. As far as I know, nobody said anything in the YouTube chat, but maybe it's just not showing up in my window here. Oh, look at this thing.
This must be our unwanted visitor. Time to go.
Doom in this game is an AoE.
Nice try.
As Adrian went over to the YouTube side. Boy, thanks for testing it for me. I appreciate that. We now know that the YouTube chat works, and I haven't just been missing messages. There just was none. It's okay. Obviously, the Twitch side showed out better anyways. He's dooming me again. You gotta get out of the circle before Doom goes off is the catch. He's dead. This game sucks. Osiris too, testing it out. You were always allowed to do it. The only people they really didn't want doing it was partnered streamers. I mean, it was in their terms of service that you couldn't, even as an affiliate. If you were an affiliate or a partner, it was a no-no to multi-stream to YouTube specifically. They let you do like vertical formats like TikTok, but not full site style ones like YouTube. But like you say, like they'd have to have somebody report you and then they'd have to action it. But now it's actually allowable anyways. Even back then, they could barely enforce it. When they did, they just slap you on the wrist about it. Yeah, I mean, I just didn't bother.
The things I do for you, Mid.
Sid!
But like in their eyes, in their paperwork now, it's actually like...
You shouldn't have any trouble now.
Fine.
Indeed. Well, don't let us keep you. We'll, see that everything is transported safely back to the hideaway.
All right.
My understanding is that the lead dude, what's his name? Dan Clancy? He started streaming on Twitch and then started actually figuring out how things go for the streamer side of things. And then changes were made based on his experiences with the input of streamers. So little improvements like that along the way. Here we go. Report back to Mid, part 2. Anything to say?
Your work is done, Sid. We'll take care of the rest.
They're
Let
like,
Mid
all
know
right.
she'll have her helm very soon.
Get the hell out of here. Stop talking to us. We're busy. You've done your job. Now leave. What a smart idea. Eye roll. Yeah. Like, everybody's been asking for it forever. They got to have the CEO go and experience it live before they'll take the input, right? Or whatever he is. I don't even know if he's CEO, COO, or what.
We're seeing troops amassing at every border.
Okay, back to Mid. Bow, bow. I was like, I always forget completely about my YouTube. So let's show it a little attention here and there, right?
I don't have any pictures.
Why not?
Why would anyone want to do that?
Hello.
If I don't come up with something
Mid.
soon.
Get rid of execs.
Mid.
Burn them.
Helena has recovered the material for the helm. She'll be along
They're
shortly.
witches.
Excellent. Another job well done.
And just one remaining.
Right. Right, the shielding. This one's a bit of a bugger.
How so?
The plating's enough
Apparently
to stop
I
the
have a
engines going pop,
GeForce Game
but
Ready
those things
driver
will still
available.
be spitting out enough fire to set the rest of the ship ablaze. Which is why you need proper shielding. A prison for the dragon's breath that's blazing away inside. I thought a triple thick layer of tempered steel might do it. Or more of the stuff that the Fallen use, but they'd both be too heavy. The helm and the plating are bulky enough as it is. Add any more weight and the whole ship would be at the bottom of the briny before we'd even started. I need something light. But I've wrapped my brains and I just can't think what to do.
It's a well-known fact that CEOs weigh as much as a duck.
If I were in need of obscure knowledge, I know whose counsel I would seek.
And ducks
Hippocrates.
float. You know what else floats? Wood.
Yeah, well, I'd thought of that, obviously.
And
I've
wood
got all the details
burns.
written down here.
And what do you
Can
do
you
to
take this to
witches?
him? See what he makes
You
of it?
burn them. Witches are ducks.
Right away.
Ducks are CEOs. And everything burns. The mad rants of an arsonist or a pyromaniac. Just looking for things to set on fire. Oh, I got a turn in here. What do we got?
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper.
What do you got?
Your benefactors are a
Ooh,
generous
a
lot.
token. Many claim they wish to change the world. Few actually take it upon themselves to do so. You're an inspiration to all of us. Nameless patron. Gives you briar clams, desert roses, and 800 ability points. Boingo,
You earned
bingo,
this.
bongo, boingos. We bought it. Did you see the leaked GTA 6 trailer? I didn't. Did you guys see the trailer for Fallout? The series?
Come again. I may have more for you.
Was it actually leaked or was it like... Not leaked, released early, okay. Gotcha. No, I haven't seen it yet. But I haven't played a Grand Theft Auto since like... Miami Vice, I want to say. Never played 4 or 5. Hello. It got leaked, so Rockstar released the official gotcha.
You have the moment.
They were forced
For you, Clive, always.
so they could get their own
Well,
control
actually,
on
it's
it.
for mid this time. Could you take a look at this?
Wasn't that what it's called? Vice City? Or no, Vice City was the earlier one. It's which one was it? I played San Andreas, Vice City. Oh, it was Vice City? I thought it was the earlier one. What did they call the first one in that set? Just Grand Theft Auto 3? Liberty City. That's what it was, right? Yeah, I think I was getting them confused there. Liberty City was the town name, yeah. So I've played all of the GTA 3s. Never touched
Whatever
4
will
or
that girl
5.
think
though.
of next? What are these notes around the edges?
She has some specific requirements for the materials. The shielding needs to be able to resist extreme
Is that
heat
a
on
cat?
the inside,
Is that
yet
Bell or
remain
Chili?
cool enough on the outside not to set the ship alight,
Meow.
while also being light enough not to sink it. As you can imagine, she's struggling to find anything that meets her needs.
Nope. I think it was Chili.
I see.
I wondered if you might know of a solution, or if you might be able to
Vice
search the
City was
records for
game
one.
and city name? Okay.
Perhaps it is not a different material she requires, but a different approach.
What do you mean?
I had some fun in that game.
Consider the lake we have made.
Some of the
our
cars
home.
and motorbikes went
Blighted
real
waters
fast.
Eat away far
Lots
more
of fun
quickly
to
than
play with.
fresh water or even brine, at timber and steel alike. And yet, we have made a home here from those very materials nonetheless.
We have. But Bardolph must varnish every board twice over to keep it from rotting. And Obelisk complains that without a constant supply of... pitch. I see.
Early Gregorian histories speak of a preparation known as moon dew. It is said to be able to resist even the most ferocious flames. Before the dragoons tamed the worms and wyverns of the realm, nobles would daub their castle walls with it in order to guard against dragon fire.
So if we could recreate it...
It might be applied to some material or other in order to provide the protection it requires. As to how best to apply it and to what material, perhaps Bardolph and Obelisk might be of assistance. I shall speak to them and see what wisdom they might have to offer. If you would be so kind as to procure the necessary ingredients, I shall discuss the specifics of how it might be most effectively put to use with our two friends. The knowledge of the past may yet prove useful to we of the modern era.
Thank you, Harpocrates. And since
That
you're asking
name.
others to help you,
Harpocrates.
perhaps I should too.
Got some onboarding to do. Let's go. You work for me now.
So you need a hand, do you?
We do. I'll be heading to market for the ingredients we need. I could do with some help. And some company too.
The other can assist me in researching how best to prepare the shielding itself.
Can we count on your aid?
Always. Well, if Jill's game.
Thank you.
I am sure either of these fine young minds would prove indispensable in my research. I leave the decision as to who will go with whom in your capable hands, Clive.
Come on. One of these is a Shiva, and the other one is a nobody.
Shielding that guards against even the most ferocious flames. We could have done with some of that on Drustinus.
I doubt I would have survived that place with or without it. A trip to Northreach, though, I think either of us could handle.
So, Clive, have you made your decision? Who will accompany you on your little excursion?
Clearly it's Jill.
Very well. So then, what do we need to find?
I have taken the liberty of preparing a list. Here.
White chocobo eggs. Pepio nuts. Are you sure this list is right? Everything on here seems very edible. I would have thought the ingredients would be a little more exotic.
Though these items may seem mundane, they have potent effects that are rarely exploited, effects for which they were once highly prized. So much so, in fact, that they were harvested almost to extinction, hence moon dews having fallen from favor. Now, of course, they can be obtained with ease. You should be able to find everything you need at the market in Northreach.
Is that so? I've been meaning to visit Northreach anyway. I'll set out now. Join me there when you're ready.
I will. Until then.
There we go. So do you guys want to see what I've got possibly going up for the sales? I got a few games here. I think everything in this pile was on the list. Because it's either duplicates or yeah, it's either all duplicates or else it's stuff that I just don't care to get to at any point. So let me do a show and tell here. This is stuff that I don't currently have listed, but it might go up before too long, depending on how the first batch goes. These are kind of around this section. We got PS3 Assassin's Creed Revelations, a little bit of a sticker thing going on there, but all the inserts and everything are in it. I'll bump the mic once for good measure. This looks good. We got the Xbox 360 Minecraft edition. It doesn't have a manual, but that's one that I think I'd like to test though before I try to sell it. It's pretty, you know, it actually doesn't look bad scratch wise, but it's got a lot of like finger sticky residue. It's like a kid's been playing. Is it Thud? It might be Thud. Thud, Thud. We got Connect Disneyland, Disneyland Adventures, Thwack. This one, it looks like there was like a manual in here, but it looks like it's been torn up to just single pages. Kids got a hold of it at some point, somebody's kids. This one's just a pure duplicate. This is like a perfect copy nearly. Saints Row the Third. I already had a copy of the game, and then they had this special edition that came out with like these interesting headphones that did like a voice modulation. They were actually kind of garbage, but I ended up with a second copy, so that's a fun game, Saints Row the Third. It's kind of GTA, but way more goofy and kind of insane. This one's just a straight duplicate. PS3 Mass Effect 3. Still haven't played a Mass Effect game, but I have the third one. 2 copies, in fact. Diablo 3 for the PS3. Whoop, whoop. Now, I'm not sure about this one. This box came with 2 individual discs, but I'm feeling like it was only a 1-disc thing. So I think there's like just a duplicate disc in this box, which might not be a bad thing, because if you look at the face of this disc, there's a lot of like marring at the front. You can kind of see some gouging or at least scratches through the art on that one. Will you advertise grubby toddler hands all over this disc? No, I was gonna like wipe it down with like a nice cloth or something, but it'd be nice to test that one. Here we just have like no manual, no cover art, Need for Speed Most Wanted for the PS3. Tested that one, it works well. We got a couple Wii U games, and I don't even have a Wii U. I know Osiris will be really interested in this one because it seems like it's right up his alley. We got Skylanders, Imaginators. And then we also have Family Party 30 Great Games Obstacle Course. Sick, right? There's this one. The disc is like pretty much perfect, and it's got the manual but no cover art. God of War 3 for the PS3. Those are all the ones I have so far that I'm gonna be looking at putting up depending on how this first batch goes. The first batch that I already have up includes Soul Calibur 4 for the PS3, a Xbox 360 256 memory card. God of War 3 is just sex rhythm game. I got the 360 Skyrim, a game called Lips Party something or other, NHL 14, The Sims 3, a lot of these are Xbox, Fight Night Champion, Motion Sports, a Black Ops DS box and manual, never had the game, and Xbox One S, X Series, whatever it is, Tales of Arise. What's wrong with that? Kratos the gay host. Am I wrong? So that's what I got planned to move right now. You have The Sims 3 for 360? Yep. There it is. That one's actually listed on the eBay right now. Boom. But yeah. That's the set. That's them. Now you know. Show and tell time. Get all those out, and maybe we'll get some proceeds towards something old school RPG like. One that I don't have or something. Okay. Hippocrates. I think we're done here. Let's see if there's anything to craft.
Thanks to Sid.
Listing link for The Sims. Okay. I can do that. If you don't see it by tomorrow, you might have to remind me. I'll have to do it later. It's not like an expensive game, at least. A Sword of Vermilion cart with new battery. There is a place locally that's selling the Sword of Vermilion right now. Let me see if it's still there. I was keeping an eye on it. There's a pawn shop around here that ends up with a lot of video games, but they usually want like more than price charting, so I don't bother with them. They like caught wind of where they could price their stuff, and then they just went over and above. They got Mutant League Hockey for the Genesis. They want $100 for. There we go. Oh, you know what? Sega Sword of Vermilion. Good condition. $20 Canadian. It says loose, no case. It's very clunky. Yeah, they only want $20 CAD. What do they have for Super Nintendo right now? They got Mario All-Stars, Link to the Past, Aladdin, Donkey Kong 2, Mario Paint, Illusion of Gaia, Super Star Wars, TMNT, Turtles in Time, Final Fantasy Mystic Quest. They only want $20 for that. Star Fox, Magical Quest featuring Mickey Mouse, Battletoads in Battle Maniacs, NCAA Basketball, Desert Strike, Doom, Super Scope, Sim City, Play Action Football, Real Monsters, Wolfenstein 3D, Cybernator, Draken, Firepower 2000, Battletoads Double Dragon, Captain America and the Avengers, John Madden Football, Super Turrican, Fighters History, Marvin Missions, like Daffy Duck Marvin Missions, and Super Alfred Chicken. They have the game Super Scope. I don't think they have the peripheral. Let me see. They have Pokemon Red. Super Mario Brothers Deluxe for the Game Boy Color. Gauntlet 2 for the Game Boy. Castlevania 2 for the Game Boy. Belmont's Revenge. Brian's Journey. Quest. Brian's Journey for the Game Boy Color. Doesn't look like they actually have a Super Scope. Although I've seen a few on our local marketplace, so I don't think they're that rare. Brian. That's what it says. I read it word for word. It says Brian's Quest. It's a Game Boy game.
Is it business or pleasure?
He's the main character, yeah.
Is that all?
Probably. I mean, that's who it looks like it features. I've never played a Quest game. But the character looks familiar. I've seen you play it. Quest 64 at least, right? Probably not the Game Boy version. Yours had a bad battery? Couldn't you just replace the battery then? That's the only one you probably play? Yeah, they had another Quest Game Boy game. It was like a puzzle game.
Ain't so bad stretching your legs once in a while. Should do it more often.
I think I just gotta go out and gather these materials. I can't go do any of the hunts right now. I just don't have the map exposed to do them. I don't think. You don't even have an adapter to connect your Genesis, so you just emulate? Nah, that makes sense.
No. Where's Jill?
Yeah, I don't know if any of my American friends it would even make sense for them to buy the eBay games off of me, because shipping from Canada is always bullshit. But I see that eBay has some like deals going on with Canada Post right now, so it might be a little more reasonable.
And what can I do for you?
Before it was like $20+ to ship something from Canada to the States. And it's like, well, the game's not even worth that much in a lot of cases, right?
I'll be here if you need me.
You have an analog Sega Genesis? Great way to play Genesis games? Hell yeah. I did just pick this one up the other day. 3-button Sega controller. OEM. That was $5. At a thrift store. Haven't tested it to see if it works yet. I hope it does. You have an analog Turbo Duo on the way. Yeah, there was like an all-in-one system, right?
These Pepio nuts.
How goes the hunt for ingredients?
You love the company so much.
I'm sure everything we need is somewhere amongst all these stalls, though.
Analog's
Why don't we
good.
split up and see? We'll take a couple of ingredients each.
I got their Game Boy operator.
What am I looking for?
How about you look for the Pepio nuts and some garlic?
So when
I'll
I
find
play
the other
the
things
Super
we
Mario
need.
2,
We can meet by the gate when
that's
we're
what I'll be
finished.
using. Because I have the original cart. So I'll pop that in and play through it on stream using that.
Up! You'll not find a bruised fresh cuts.
The other one's expensive. You have an OG Genesis? I just have the Genesis 2. It's Model 2.
Any friend of the innkeeper is a friend of mine.
I buy your garlic.
Ah, yes. You're always welcome here in Lostwing.
Gotta buy some Pepio nuts. These nuts.
How the hell is anyone supposed to...
You have a complete
Buy,
TG16
sell,
CD collection, TurboGrafx 16 CD collection. Be nice to play TurboGrafx in HD. Oh, that's cool. With the volume slider on the console. Yeah, that's the Model 1, right?
And thanks for nothing.
That's everything.
Who's nuts?
Let's see how Jill's getting on.
These nuts. Michael knows.
Did you find everything?
Osiris is going to scoff at this, but I've talked Michael into playing some Diablo 2 Remaster with me one of these days. I'm totally nuts. I know more about balls than nuts. I mean, you do yell about balls all the time.
Nuts. Perfect.
Very experienced.
Now all that remains is for
Balls.
Harpocrates to somehow turn all this into what Mid needs to keep her engine cool.
Mother balls. Why? D2 is the only good Diablo? Fair. That's part of the reason I
But before
chose
we
that
head
one to
back,
start her on.
Would you walk with me a while?
Is Cyrus playing with us? I don't know. Is Cyrus a mod? You should have heard Michael earlier. She was disparaging viewers. You don't even have it?
Thank you for asking me to help
I
you
don't think
today.
it's too expensive,
Makes
at
a nice
least.
change.
One of the cheaper options.
It's good to get away from all the battle and bloodshed for once. Just being here reminds me of when we were children.
It's been keeping you busy,
remember
Sully? Work.
Walking down Market
Kids and
Street
work
where
and
Mother lived, taking
that
in the
kind of
sights and
stuff.
smells.
Michael can disparage me anytime.
What with Torgal's
It's alright, I was calling you all
Remember
goblins.
how his
I
nose
got
would
inspired
prick up
by
at the
some other
scent of
streamers
sausages?
calling
He'd go
their
racing
chat
away and we'd have
goblins.
to go running after him.
And then in Final
Wouldn't
Fantasy
catch you
16,
now,
there's
would we,
goblin
boy?
coins, so it's really fitting.
Was there anything you wanted to buy for yourself?
What kind of jobs am I doing? I got
There was, yes. Well, sort
one
of.
where I did a service
Molly in the
upgrade
kitchens told me about a place that sells particularly good pies.
to 200 amps,
Thought you might like to share one with me.
and then renoing a bunch of the basement circuits and circuits throughout the house.
And I saw some bread.
Another one.
Big
Sorry, I'm
white
sort of
cobs
trying to
like the
watch
baker
at the
back
same
in Rosalith
time.
used to make. What do you think?
Another one where
get
redoing
some
a
soup
bunch
to
of
dip it
lighting
in.
stuff in a guy's
But I tried
high-end
a slice
home.
of the butcher's dry cured ham, and it was
He wants
just,
to add a bunch of kind of
You're
pot
right.
lights, LED lights, but he wants them to be like full RGB Control
right.
4 connected.
I really do feel like a child again being here with you. Clive,
Been asked to quote on a
is it wrong
store
of me to enjoy this?
to redo about 100 high bay lights
This is how life should be.
from what was fluorescent lighting into
This is how
high
our lives
bay
will be when our
LEDs.
work is finally done. When we can live on our own terms.
I see the fish in the background.
I hope so.
And a bunch of smaller service
Thank
stuff.
you,
Changing out
Clive.
plugs, switches, dimmers, timers. Oh. Look at them hovering. They're hovering each other. They almost made out there. You have a goblin emote? Perfect. That cat.
Well, I suppose we better be getting back.
That's great.
I need to give these ingredients to Harpocrates and Talia. I'll see you at the hideaway.
I got one call where
I will.
it was a lady who, I think they must, it's kind of like a homeowners association, but she's like, yeah, one of the tenants has the utility room for the property attached to her unit of these townhouses. And she goes, every night when it gets dark enough, she hears a big slamming sound. And then she, hears like a deep hum all night. And I'm like, the contactor has gotten noisy. We'd just replace the contactor. I mean, you could just replace the coil in it, but then in the end you may find out you got to do the whole thing anyway, so you just do the whole thing and be done with it. But that's a typical one. I've actually done a couple of those as an apprentice. We had to go to, there was a gas station with a utility room attached to it where they're like, the noise from the contactor so loud that it's like wrecking the employees' days being that close to it. So we needed to go fix it. Just this wah coming through the wall all day as the thing chatters. What the hell is that running around up there? Oh, it's one of these raptor things. Okay. Where am I going? Give me a direction. Oh, I gotta go back to Harpocrates. I'm not even supposed to be here right now. That's what I would have said to Soul. Obviously. What else?
I wonder how Harpocrates is getting on with the moon.
There's a light out in a walk-in fridge that I have to go swap out. There was a light fixture that I'm 95% sure was illegitimately marked as being certified for use in Canada that had been installed for a couple years, and when I got there, the 8 or so bulbs on the thing were just strobing. And so I went in and like tried to fix the connections and like redid them all because the connections had not even been stripped. They just pressed it so hard right through the wire that it made a connection. But that didn't even fix the issue, so I was like, you guys should probably just get a new fixture. So did that. Got a couple bathroom fans that I got to change the guts out of. You'll have different power requirements. Sort of, not really. Like, we're on the same single-phase, three-phase style system as the US. The CEC, which is the Canadian Electrical Code, follows the NEC. Usually a little bit lagged behind it. And there's some stuff that we don't have to do that you guys have made rules. But there's a lot of states that have, like, from my understanding, no governing body, or like there's no real authority for the state on who can do electrical. So you get just all kinds of crazy shit in some of the US states. Other ones are super looked over. Like, I hear Chicago's nuts. You have to pipe everything in the walls. Like, you can't even use just like armored cable. It's all got to be conduit, even in like wood stud, which just seems super overkill to me, but is what it is. But both Canada and the US, when you buy things like light fixtures, they're supposed to be marked with a Underwriter Labs or a CSA is what we would have up here as well. There's a bunch of different authorities that go over and accept products. So if you go into a Home Depot and you buy a light fixture, it should be marked with one of these markings that says that it's gone through a certified body and it's safe to use on our electrical systems. And the problem with Amazon, eBay, and all of these type of places is that you can get stuff straight out of China with there's nobody that's checking to make sure that it fits our systems. So you end up with just these fire hazards installed all over the place. I've actually seen it. A guy was buying his light bulbs off Amazon, and he complained to me that the electrical in his home must be bad because he's almost had a few fires. And I go and I look, and I'm like, where is it? And he's like, well, there's light. Like, it's made brown marks on the wall. And I pull the light bulbs out, and they're like, they look like little brown marshmallows. They're LEDs, but they're not they're not made for use on our electrical system. They don't have the ratings. So these things heat up, and then they're like almost or are catching on fire, and they're charring his walls, and he's just lucky. My in-laws bought a light for their bathroom, and I get there and I go to install it, and I'm like, I can't install this. It's not right at all. Like, the only sticker on the whole thing is China export. The wire size is about half of what it should be. The sockets look cheap as fuck. Like, everything looks wrong about this. And they're like, but it said that it was certified for use in Canada and the States. So I look at the Amazon listing, and sure enough, it says all that. But what had happened, I think, this is the hearsay, is that all this stuff does get manufactured in China, and they probably have leftover manufacturing, right? You make 1,000 lights, 900 of them get bought. There's 100 left in their warehouse. They go, well, we got to get rid of these. What should we do? They go find the original listing that's been, certified and everything for the States and Canada, and they copy paste and sell it at a quarter of the price to get it out of there. And then it gets over here, and we can't install it legally. So I told them they had to send it back, get me the proper one.
How's work on the shielding progressing?
And when I got here, I was like,
well,
Remember,
well indeed.
remember the
And
last
thanks in
one?
no small
Now look
part
at this
to
one and
your
look at the
kind assistance.
differences.
I was just explaining to Taya how we might best go about preparing the moon dew. And now that we have all the ingredients,
It physically
we may
looks the
begin.
same, but the internal wiring is way different.
You can count on
and the
me.
sockets and
I've
everything
mixed
are
more than a
just
few mysterious
higher
concoctions in my
quality.
time.
I'm sure you have.
Amazon
What about
can't
the
enforce it
shielding
because their
itself?
warehouse workers' greed is so
Work
high.
is underway,
Yeah, I
under
mean,
the watchful eyes
I
of
hear they
Bardolph
keep
and Obolus.
buckets
Apparently,
and stuff
it'll be
and
ready
jugs
soon
in their
now.
vans because they can't
Thank you.
stop for pee breaks. But
Right then. Jill,
you
would
know,
you join me in the infirmary?
that's not acceptable.
Many hands make light work and all that.
Don't report me.
Of course.
Amazon will get me out of here. I'm trying to stream on this platform, okay? At least we got a foot in the other door now, too. Just in case.
Oh, and Clive, thank you. It was nice just being with you.
It appears our work here is almost at an end.
Bezos, take this guy out.
Shame.
They already have,
I
like,
was enjoying
a
playing the
red
man of
dot
action for once.
fixed to me.
When both
Look
the
out.
shielding and the moon dew are ready, it will merely be a matter of applying the one to the other. Followed by a rigorous process of testing and retesting, of course. Perhaps someone ought to warn young Mid of that.
Leave it to me. Thank you, Hippocrates.
Can't stream on Twitch? Just go to the Twitch clone. Kick. Off you go. Black blood. Looks like I got all the stuff I need.
Well, I better go and give Mid the good news then.
Do we get an airship now? Woo! Your Google tests their algorithm on animals. Belle is rigged to explode. She's probably napping heavily right now.
I went up to give some greens to the
She was yelling at me earlier because I wasn't... I go in the bedroom, and if she knows that I'm going in the bedroom, she runs in there and jumps up on the bed. Because she's like, lie down so I can cuddle with you. But then I don't lie down, and that upsets her. So then she just screeches at me. I'm like, what do you want? I know exactly what she wants.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Mid. But you'll be pleased to know that work on the shielding is underway.
You found something for it?
In a manner of speaking, Hippocrates knew of a substance that's highly resistant to heat. A coating that should provide the protection you need. He's supervising the construction and testing of the shielding as we speak.
Brilliant. I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Don't thank me. I'm just the errand boy.
Right then. Better start working out how to bolt all these bits together. To the Black Hammer.
Wife probably likes that. Yeah, it keeps me away from her side of the bed, so. You know how many people would kill for a cat like that?
You know, when I got into the smithing game, I thought I'd be making swords and shields, not thermal bleeding didgeridoo-dahs.
Displacement stacks.
Same difference.
The look on her face.
Whatever you call it, I ain't putting it together in here. It's cramped enough as it is. Let's take this outside. Mid, you get all the parts lined up on the deck. I'll take care of the rest.
On my way.
Oh, and bring me the biggest hammer you can find. This is going to require some precision walloping.
It's the biggest hammer you can find. I'm so tempted to say something. Sometime later. Build me something. What do we got? Show me something good. Pieces of an airship. Hell yeah.
It's finished. It's finally finished.
Thank fuck for that. I'll be feeling my hammer arm for weeks.
Thank
You
you.
think that's a thing?
Clive, Blackthorn, everyone.
Did blacksmiths always complain about their hammer arm? Oh, my hammer arm. Oh, we got ads in
didn't I
about 4.5
tell ya?
minutes. Just a heads up, you
The
Twitch people.
Enterprise has 4 mithril engines, and we'll be needing a displacement stack for each.
You don't mean...
Don't worry. Now they've got a finished one to work off. My gang in Canva can build the rest.
Good luck to them, I say. Right, I'm off to get a sling for this elbow. Any other work comes in, keep it to yourselves, eh?
Where I grew up, there was like a heritage farm thing you could go and visit. And they had an active blacksmith in there that was making stuff. It was pretty cool to watch.
The Enterprise will have 4 mithril engines, each needing its own displacement stack. So just 3 more like this, and we'll be finished.
One of the cooler things I've seen, though, I went out to Quebec and we did like a heritage site out there, a tour of it, and they had a big water wheel attached to this giant log, and every time the wheel would go around, it would slowly lift this arm up, and it would come down, just a giant hammer. Thing was massive. It's like, the hell are they pounding with that?
Is that the thing Tomes helped?
The Enterprise will have 4 mithril engines,
It's pretty
each
sick,
needing
though.
its own displacement stack. So just 3 more like this.
Your mom.
What's the matter?
Mods?
Nothing.
Mods, get this guy.
Daydreaming.
Sounds really loud, yeah. Not as loud as you would think. It wasn't like steel on
Thinking about the
steel, right? Like
Enterprise
wood
sailing
always
off
has
over
that
the
dampened
horizon to
sound when
shores
it
unknown,
crashes into
searching for a
something.
land untouched by the blight.
It's more like a
Just like me and
giant
my dad
thud
planned.
than like a
So if the
than
worst
like a
comes to
sharp
the worst
metal
and
noise.
every scrap of soil in the twins turn black, we might still have a chance. That's what she was meant to be. You see,
We're
one
helpless
last
against
chance
your
just in
mom
case
jokes.
we
Oh
needed
no!
it. But now she's so close to being finished.
Mods have been defeated.
I've realized
The goblins have
I
won.
don't want it to be that. I don't want it to be just a lifeboat for us to cling to if things get desperate. I want people to sail aboard her by choice, not from the lack of it. In a world where we're not just trying to survive, but where we can actually live.
What should we rename the Pretzel Prestige?
I'm working on that.
The High
I'll do
Rollers
everything I
Club?
can to get you what
Now
you
that it's
want.
Bell Coins?
Don't you always? All right.
The Fat
Mine's
Cat
made up.
Club?
As soon as the
Since
Enterprise
Bell's
is
a
fit to
cat?
sail,
And you
I'm
got
putting her
lots
under your
of
command.
fat stacks?
Sod our
of
plans.
Bell
I'm
coins?
trusting in yours.
Are you sure about this?
Something tells me it's what my dad would have wanted.
He'd be proud of you.
Can I name it
You,
Nips?
you were gonna visit his grave, weren't you?
I was. And you can come too now that your little project is finished.
Right. There's just one thing I need to finish up first. Won't be a mo.
All right. I'll let Otto know you're coming.
I don't like that short forming
He's
of
in the mess
moment.
when you're ready.
Won't be a mo.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Come on.
Hugo
Yeah, if you guys have any input on that one, I'll take it. Brainstorm. It's Bell Coins
Hugo
now,
Kupka's dead, isn't he?
and we need a new name for the Pretzel Prestige.
Mid told me she was building
The
a
million point redemption.
How may I help you today, Clive? Is everything we've received
The
and
Bearer's
everything
Plight,
promised?
meteorite. Few are those who would strive to lighten the burden borne by the crystal's curse. But if we are to survive the coming storm, we must stand together, bearer and brother, as you have shown us. Okay.
You earned this. Come again. I may have more for you.
Yeah, still don't think I can get anywhere with the hunts.
All right, Clive. Asterix. Mid finished sending half the hideaway traipsing across the twins, has she? I swear, that girl'd do anything to put off visiting her old dad's grave. No excuses now, though, eh?
Not quite. She said there was one final thing she had to take care of. I'm sure she'll be finished soon enough.
She said that? In those words?
She did, yes.
Clive? Were you born yesterday or something? There is no thing. She'll probably be halfway to Canva by now.
Oh, ads are
I might still
starting.
be able to catch her.
They're coming for you. Duck, dodge, roll, whatever you got to do. Get out of there.
Is that the thing Time's
Oh.
helped?
Obolus, the boatman.
Obolus, have you seen Mid?
Yep.
In a boat.
In a boat. Going that way.
In a
I'm
boat.
too late.
You in a hurry at all, are you? Oh, I offered to take her across, but she wouldn't wait. Just paid for a dinghy and rowed off. Oars going like the clappers.
I don't know why, but I find that really funny.
Got some life in her, and she...
Like, oh, yeah, you go to my dad's.
I was on my way up to see you, as it happens. Got a letter for you. Urgent, by the sound of it.
Just trying to
One
get the
of
hell
your
out of there
uncle's
before
men
she
said
gets
I was to hand
chewed
it
out
to
by
you
somebody.
in person, post-bleeding haste. And you're here now.
Thank you, Obolus.
Don't mention it.
That guy sounds so grumpy.
What tidings, Uncle?
Oh, I gotta read it. My dear boy, my journey to Canver has been a resounding success. The friend I mentioned not only agreed to share the contents of his strongbox with us, but his considerable knowledge of the goings-on in the free cities, by which I learned of the endeavors of a certain young friend of yours, though I, for one, believe Miss Telemon's project to be quite the valiant enterprise. I doubt the Canverian authorities will take kindly to the unauthorized use of their dockyards, no matter how deserted. And if rumor has already reached my friend, it may not be long before guildmasters are rapping at our door, which is why I pen you this note. I would like to borrow your man, Gav, for a moon or two, that he might keep a watch on those who mean our little fellowship ill and warn us of any impending attack. I trust that you will give this proposal your full consideration. Your loving uncle.
Trouble in Canva. Well, I'll need someone to keep an eye on Mid.
So what? Mid got us to do all the dirty work and then just sailed off into the sunset?
It seems that way.
Well, nothing we can do about it now.
Need my wife
The
home
next
from work
time
so
you
she
plan
can
on
fist my...
visiting Sid, you might
That's
wanna tie
nice.
her to
That's
something
nice,
before
Super
you
Jack
suggest
Jack.
it.
That's...
Ah, don't be so hard on her.
I'm
Gotta
very
admit,
happy for
the
you.
dirty work was kind of fun. Everyone pitching in, all that bollocks. Just like when we built this place.
You're right.
Anyway, we all set to head to the old hideaway. I could do with getting to Canva pretty sharpish. Wouldn't do to keep Lord Rosfield of the
Exactly.
Seven High Houses waiting now, would it? Not after he asked for me personally.
Gav will be leaving with me. Will you mind the place while we're gone?
You can count on me. Just be sure to give Sid and the others my regards. All right.
Oh, by the way, Jill will be joining us too.
Oh, Jill's
She's
coming.
got some things to take care of, but she'll meet us there.
I hope she's telling the truth at least.
Off to the next one, I guess. They've got a green plus here, but I can't go there right now. Unavailable. I have one place I'm allowed to go, and that's Sid's graveyard. I just assume he owns the whole graveyard. Because I'm Sid now, and I own things. Where's Jill? Thought she was coming.
Well, Sid, I remember what you told me. That if no one is listening to what you have to say, you may as well not say it. will say this, old friend. Hugo Kuka is gone. His shadow looms over us no longer.
It's a pity the Phoenix can't be in two places at once. If he'd have been with us, maybe he could have done something for the lost.
Not even the Phoenix can bring people
Isn't
back
that
from
the
the dead.
isn't that the Phoenix's whole deal? Bringing people back from the
Life
dead.
has a beginning and an end. So we must live while we have
He
the
just goes,
chance,
not even the Phoenix can do the thing the Phoenix is known for.
and not as slaves to the crystals, but as free men.
Worst
May we
Phoenix
join
ever,
you?
exactly. They dumbed down my boy. You had one job. Damn, must have been death too.
Lady Karen.
It was probably Vanish
Pleasant
X
surprise.
Zone.
I thought I'd drop by and see how you were all doing before heading off to restock my supplies.
You guys ready for Super Mario RPG tomorrow? Woohoo! I'm excited. I didn't realize it's been that long. I honestly thought that the last time I played Super Mario RPG was like max a year and a half, 2 years ago.
It
was
wasn't the most scenic
2017
view
I
back
played it on
then,
stream.
but it was never
What the
as
hell
bad as
happened at the
this.
time?
I know. The blight marches on. And soon, there'll be
believe
no
that?
escaping sights like these. So our mission remains unchanged. We cannot stop until every Mother Crystal is gone, and their thirst for ether with them. The only one that remains in Storm is Drake's tail in the Crystalline Dominion.
Our next target.
We're going to Twinside.
It's the capital of the Empire these days. I wouldn't like to think how tightly guarded they've got the place. Not that that'll stop you, but we do well to scout it out before you go charging in.
We would indeed.
If
Heard
you're
so
off
much
to
about
the
it, you ready for
Dominion, you can take this great lump with you.
Goods.
Oh, I am sorry. Have you forgotten you're the most wanted man in the Twins? I thought you might like to disguise yourselves as the attendants of a travelling trader, assuming you've no better ideas. You wanted to buy yourself some tools, didn't you? Well, now's your chance.
You're letting me go with them? Oh, thanks, Nan.
Stop that! You'll break me bones, you great galoot.
Just stoked.
There's a caravan that runs back and forth between the Dominion and the Bocklad markets. It's managed by the Merchants Guild. Just show them Goots' traders pass and you'll be on your way. It'll be a damn sight less risky than footing it the length of the Crystal Road. That's for sure.
Thank you, Karen. And glad to have you with us, Goots.
Okay then. I'll get me things and I'll meet yous there. See yous down in Bucklad.
Get off!
Just grabs her and runs off. You and Gooch are a team now? Got me some Gooch.
Jill, you're with me.
Understood.
And Gav,
Goots.
Already on my way, Captain.
be careful.
Aren't I always?
My man, the spy. Damn, the three-way path.
Do you see that, Sid? Your protege's making a proper little outlaw of himself.
Here we go. Big moments. Go back back to the hideaway. See what this green plus is about. Something at the reading table. Something up there. Let's go figure it out.
He cracked the crystal too.
Okay. Desert Alliance. Sid II, I trust you forgive me putting you and your dear uncle to the test. Confident that a man in your position can understand the importance of earning one's trust, especially in times like these. For what it's worth, you have earned mine, and I can assure you it shall not easily be relinquished. May this be part of a fruitful relationships. Off the record, I was thumbing through the hideaway ledgers at Otto's behest and might have come across something that might need your attention. Maybe. And by that I mean immediately. You know where I'll be, I guess.
Trouble with the ledgers. Shouldn't he be asking Otto for help?
A bad feeling. Clive, something ain't right with the hound of yours. When it pleases your lordship, pay me a visit at the toll. Okay.
What could be wrong with Torgal? He seemed well enough when I last saw him.
We're getting side quests. We're getting distracted. And about Blackthorn. I got an achievement. The penis mightier. Cheers for your help dragging Blackthorn out of the dumps the other day. Thing is, I reckon he's gone and thrown himself back in, judging by the droop of his jowls lately. So I'm thinking, maybe it weren't just the leather that was on his mind. Maybe there's other demons jabbing their pitchforks into his privates. I know you're a busy bloke, but next time you find yourself free, maybe we can go and ask the old bastard who it's got him so hot and bothered, assuming it ain't just the forge. What? The
Hopefully
achievement
it's
was
nothing.
the pen is mightier.
But I should speak to Blackthorn just in case.
Is that clear enough? Wall of memories. The hell is that? Like a moth or something, like a really small moth.
I got your
What,
note.
that the penis
I
might
think
do?
something's wrong with Torgal.
So you can read. Congratulations. But I didn't say I were wrong with him. I said something weren't right. He's not been eating me treats.
He's not been eating my
He used to
treats.
love cracking the bones from Molly's boiled brown, but now he won't so much as look at him. Didn't like him. Which is why I'm of a mind that his mind's on something else. You've not been working him too hard, have you?
No harder than usual. Is that it, boy? Do you need a rest?
What was it you said he was? A frost wolf?
That's what the lawsman seems to think.
Then maybe this all has something to do with whatever it is that's woken inside him.
I suppose things happen, differences
You gotta
Rosalith.
unlock his power up or
Perhaps
something?
Hippocrates knows something.
Instead of everything, you mean? Perhaps.
Let's go ask Hippocrates. Hello?
Lawsman, I need to ask you about Torgal. Something's not right with him.
He isn't ill, is he?
I don't think so. But according to Lady Karen, he seems to have lost his appetite, which is certainly a new development. She says he's hardly been touching his bones of late, and she believes it may have something to do with what happened at Rosalith Castle.
I rather think she might be right, though not about his appetite. All canids are instinctively inclined to crack open bones for the rich marrow that resides within, and I see no reason why a frost wolf should be any different. Accordingly, I suspect it is not a lack of appetite that afflicts Torgal, but a surfeit of it. If we assume that his newfound magics require additional nourishment to sustain, it may well be that the bones Lady Karen is accustomed to providing
She needs to step
are
her
no
game
longer
up, is what I'm
sufficient.
getting from this.
Frost wolves, after all, habitually prey upon far larger animals, whose bones may yield altogether different nutrients. As to where one might find a suitable substitute, some antelopes that graze the meadows of eastern Rosaria have been known to grow to a size more than double that of their lesser cousins.
I don't recall ever seeing any that large.
And little wonder. The oldest and largest such creatures rarely leave the safety of the highlands for fear of predators. The last elder antelope sighting I recall hearing about took place near Cressida, and that was long before the village was abandoned.
Even so, it seems like a good place to start.
Good hunting, Clive.
Let's go get a bone for Torgal. We're on a bone quest. We're not allowed to go there right now. Lame. So we can accept quests, but we can't go there because we're locked into a story thing at the moment. Okay. Guess I'll just accept all the quests at the moment. And then we'll figure it out after. When are you streaming next, Michael?
Blackthorn, do you have a moment?
Not really, no.
This won't take long.
Same question
I just
to
wanted
Osiris,
to ask how
Adrian.
you're getting on.
Any other streamers in
August
chat?
was worried about you.
Ha!
You might still be doubting your craft.
It's time for your once a
Even
month.
after learning the trick of that cuirass.
Once a month stream, Michael. Come
Is
on.
there something else weighing on your mind? Perhaps sharing your thoughts might help.
That bastard's like a dog with a bone. Still, you got a keen eye, I'll give him that. He's just, well...
Are we supposed to get those Great Bowl moments?
Something I've never seen before.
And that was?
A sword. An odd-looking thing with a single-edged blade. The metal itself wasn't anything to write home about, but fuck me. The edge on it. You could slice a man clean in two with a weapon like that, and he'd be halfway home before he even realised he'd been cut.
So that's
Climb
what's
with
troubling
tomorrow,
you.
you're a little broken.
No. Not troubling me
Too much
exactly.
rock climbing?
More distracting. Can't stop thinking.
Too sore?
How do you get an edge that sharp?
Or something else.
Driving me mad.
And if you knew how to do it, we could arm the curse breakers with even better blades.
That's about the size of it, yeah.
I'll see what I can find out. Sharper swords are always welcome. And we can't have our master blacksmith being distracted.
Mm-hmm.
You're a soft touch, you know that. But I can't say I'm not grateful for it. Good luck, eh?
Thank you. Let's see what Karen knows about this sword.
Back to Karen.
You're looking well, Karen.
What do you want? Out with it.
I want to know about the sword you showed Blackthorn. Single-edged and extremely sharp.
Running around after him again, are you?
Just straight to the point.
I suppose
What
I
do you
am,
want?
yes. But I need to help him find out how to work an edge
Tough
like
week
that.
health-wise.
It's
Gotcha.
driving him to distraction.
Little wonder, I suppose. There's not many like that make it as far as the twins, and those that do go straight into private collections. Which made it nice and easy finding a buyer.
Can you tell me who bought it? Where is it now?
You think I tell people who my clients are? Suppose you're not likely to go nicking him off me, are you now? Fine. If you stop mooning at me like that. Lord Ignac's the man you want. Dalmekian bloke. Collects weapons and the like. And he's got more money than sense, which is why he's one of my favourite clients. Reckon he'll still be at the inn in Dalamil, where I left him.
Thank you, Karen.
Oh. And a touch eccentric, if you take my meaning.
I appreciate the warning.
Alright. One more story to kick off here. And it's back that way. So is this week a good week for Diablo?
Is that the thing Tomes helped to build?
Mid told me she was building a ship.
You can go on a murderous rampage. And loot.
Clive, did you get my letter? That's why I'm here.
Shh. Stop yelling.
Otto might be listening. Is this better?
Trapsin. Trapsini?
Listen, I've some bad news. It turns out
that what you
the
always played?
hideaway may be slightly behind in its payment to certain lenders, and it's maybe my fault. But I swear to the goddess, I thought I had the numbers square. Sadly, that square turned out to be more of a circle. 0, you might say. I can straighten it out, I swear, but it's gonna take some time, and I'm gonna need help keeping it from Otto.
Bit late for that, I'd say.
Busted.
There you are! What a surprise!
So let me get this straight. You forget to pay our lenders what they're due.
I mainly...
And instead of coming straight to me, you get Clive to come to you. You know, he'll dig you out of the hole you've dug for yourself. Clive, the man in charge of the place you've been cheerfully trying to bankrupt. And you thought this was a cunning plan. Why? Well, who needs paying?
Oh, just Martha. And the dame. And, well, Lady Karen. But only 500 talents.
We owe 3 of our most trusted friends 5 million gil.
Each. 5 million each. They lent us the bulk of the money we used to rebuild the hideaway, you see, and, well, I must have made some sort of oversight.
Those ledgers were my responsibility, and it was my decision to entrust them to you. This is my fault.
Do we have that much to hand? I can always ask my uncle.
No, we don't. And no, you won't. We've lightened Lord Rosfield's purse enough. After the king's ransom we had off him, he deserves better than to see our begging bowl. Besides, we'll need to learn to stand on our own if we're gonna make this work.
All right. But
I'm
that doesn't
interested
mean you
in
have
the
to shoulder the
economy they're
burden
talking
yourself. Is there anything I can do to help?
There might be. How'd you fancy taking these to Martha and the dame?
Rocks.
Rocks, he says. Worth 1,000 talents apiece, these are. A little something Sid and I set aside for when times got lean. And I reckon 15 million in overdue debt probably qualifies. I just hope our associates' eyes are a bit more discerning than yours.
I'm sure there will be.
Should be me making the rounds, really. But you know how it is with this place. Orders to bark, arses to wipe, and all that.
I know. Which is why I don't mind going in your place.
Go. Do you know why I only gave Master Clive here 2 star rubies?
Because you'd rather Lady Karen killed me.
Because I'd rather Lady Karen killed you. Yes.
Well, I suppose this is goodbye then.
Don't worry. I'm sure Karen will understand.
Really? Do you think so?
No, I don't.
2 star rubies. I got my money. I gotta get out of here.
They told me she was building a ship.
Isabel.
Really?
One's here.
That's a ship. Let's
way,
sail
I
it round the
figure.
lake.
Yeah, typically when I play Diablo 2, I make the Ice Orc, the Ice Sorceress, or Whirlwind Barb. It's been a long time since I've done a Hammerdin. Yeah, that's typically what I play. I gotta go down over here. We'll see. If this is correct. Yeah. The Ice Sorceress, the teleport's just too handy.
Here, Sid. Reckon you might be just the man to help me out of a bit of bother, if you've a mind to.
Let's hear it.
Sort of, yeah.
Well,
yeah,
it's
there
about
is.
this alembic the chief's got me making. Lovely bit of kit.
You can build them
Find me a
different
solution,
ways,
you want
but there's like
split it,
kind of meta
and it'll
builds.
separate it out, just like that. Problem is, it won't always get rid of all the impurities. And with some of the stuff we need it for, that ain't good enough.
So you have to choose like
I've been looking for something
sorceress,
to filter the liquid
barbarian,
we'll be cooking off. And that's where I
Amazon,
was
assassin.
hoping you could help me out.
Paladin,
I imagine Ty could get some use
Necromancer,
out of this alembic too.
Javazon, yeah.
Distilling medicines and the like. All right. Why not?
Proper job.
So what exactly do you need for this filter?
And when you get to the hell
Bob
difficulty,
Ash'll do, says
you
the
actually
chief.
have to have a
Gave me a sample sheet
mixed
on
party
10 from the
because
university stores. Couldn't believe my eyes.
you're going to run into monsters that are immune to physical, that are immune to magic, that are immune to elements.
Clear as a mountain stream. So,
And you won't make
I
any
did a bit
progress
of
if you don't have a
reading
mix
about
of
where I might be able
parties,
to get hold of
mix of
some.
classes in your
Do
party.
you know what I found out? It's only the blimmin' bones of
Communities
a
are
bomb king.
toxic game
They leave 'em
development.
behind when they die, see?
I take it
Yeah, at
that's
hell
where I come
level,
in.
they just like pound in the immunities.
If you wouldn't mind.
It should be just
I
high
saw a
resistance,
bit on the hunt board for
not
one just the other
immune.
day. Would have gone myself, but
That way you can at least overcome them
dirty
if
great
you
balls of flame ain't exactly
focus
my
it.
forte. You, on the other hand,
All right. I'll see what I can do.
thank you kindly, and good hunting, eh?
Like, if I really want to be an ice sorceress, there should be a way for me to build. I just have to focus, like, invest a lot and, you know, get specific stuff, let's say, to deal with the high resistance. But no, they just straight up immune. Old Farmer Otto keeps both chocobos and antelopes. After 5 of his stock fell ill, put them in his barn to rest. However, Otto woke the next morning to discover that a leg eater had found its way into the barns and devoured 3 of the limbs on one of his antelopes. To make certain all remaining legs were accounted for, he did a tally and was satisfied when he counted 13. Question: how many chocobos were in the barn? After 5 of his stock fell ill, he put them in his barn to rest. Otto woke the next morning to discover that a leg eater had found its way into the barn and devoured 3 of the limbs on one of his antelopes. There was 13 total. All remaining legs were accounted for. How many chocobos were in the barn? That's the Book of Sums.
I knew it was a good idea to have editors study alongside the children.
Little math quiz there. I feel like that might have multiple answers. Or maybe not. $13 remaining. So it can't just be 1 and then the rest chocobos, because that'd be too many animals in the barn. There was only 5 total.
She was building a ship.
So if there were 3, you'd have 6 legs, plus 4 is 10, plus the 1 is 11. be what, 4? 4 would make it 8. And then 1, yeah, so it'd be 4. Right? But he said there was only 5. How's that work? Ask about bomb sightings. You on the hunt for a bomb king? If so, I have a build that might interest you. Oh, there's a new one. Bomb king. At the Croc Sambrec. Cool. Trapson is nice because she has fire traps for lightning immune. I don't know if I've ever played the Trap Assassin. Talk to him. I don't think there's anything new. Just double check it one more time. Oh, Blacksmith Blues too.
You ever wonder, that blade? I've never seen anything like it in all my years at the edge on that thing. Fuck me.
Kuka?
Good bloody riddance.
His death won't bring back the people we lost. It'll ease a few hearts, mine included. Thank you. Yeah, I don't think he's got anything else to make.
What do you want?
No. Not at the moment.
Not it.
What about refine? Should check that.
Back, are ya?
Or reinforce.
So, will it be?
You can actually take it higher with the diamond sword, but you need whiteworm bone and a diamond sword to make it. I don't have that. Whiteworm bone. Get that one later, I guess. Save. Well, it's been a good one. I think we've made some pretty good progress there. We have a quick look around here. Who else is playing this? That person's BRB. Somebody doing a speed run. Well, we're in the third spot viewer-wise on Twitch for this game. You're off to bed? Yeah, we're calling it. Shout out to Michael for modding tonight. Oops. Yeah, we start the stream Monday, Tuesday, Saturdays, 9 to 11. Pacific time. We'll be back tomorrow with Super Mario RPG anyways. Where should we go? Is there anybody playing one of the earlier Final Fantasy games? How about 4? Anybody playing 4? Nope. 6? There is somebody playing 6. 6, Chillin' Chat, Variety, Game Dev, Pixel Art RPGs. I like the sound of that. Let's go visit Cyber cybernetic dragon. He's got a Drathy-esque beard. I don't know this guy, but maybe we'll meet him up here. So we're gonna do. Let me open the correct window here first. I'm gonna start the raid over there. I'm gonna switch to the ending scene. Shout out to Michael for the mod. Sean Shank for the raid today. And everybody that came by, hung out, lurked, all that good stuff. Appreciate you all. If you're coming over for the raid, this is the raid message. If you're a subscriber, appreciate if you use the subscriber raid message. And I hope to see you all again very soon. Have a great night.
Yeah, we're gonna be raiding small bean.